Hey everyone, welcome back to Weabooze podcast. I know it's been a while.
Yep, since last November?
Yeah, I think that's the last episode we actually released. The November episode.
We don't talk about the last episode of December.
Episode number 3.
Ugh.
Kinda
2.5.
Anyway, hey, I'm Sons.
I'm Pally.
We've been away for a while, and we figured we'd kind of cover that a little bit before we got started. We decided to create this podcast probably a year ago.
Yeah, last May.
Yeah, we started talking about it in last May.
Had to wait until I came of age.
Yeah, because he actually wasn't of age until we recorded our first episode. And then life kind of started hitting us hard at the end of 2016. Shortly after our second episode. In January, I broke up with my boyfriend of 6 years, and Pally over here.
I briefly moved out, and then due to some family health issues, along with my own, I had to move back home. So it was just a giant clusterfuck.
It was a lot of moving, and it wasn't until last month that everything kind of settled. And you also went through a bunch of job changes.
Yeah. All for the better, though. All for the better.
He's really happy with his new job now, and I actually got a new job in December as well, so that's dope.
Shit's starting to look up for us.
Shit's looking up, and we can actually focus seriously on this project like adults. Anyway, we just wanted to kind of cover that real quick as kind of a sorry, hey, we just kind of up and left.
I think we should introduce, that being said, we should introduce our special guest tonight. For those of you that don't know, tonight is a very special episode because we're at RTX.
We are at RTX 2017.
In Austin, Texas.
Yes, currently looking out over the Austin cityscape. It is beautiful. Our hotel is beautiful. We're at the Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
We have our guest. We're going to call him Limes.
Hi. I pre-gamed.
That was not approved. We're going to have to sever our contract.
That's fine. I'm only signed on for one anyway.
Yep. Until RWBY Season 5 ends.
We've been friends with Limes for a while. Well, I have for not nearly as long as Pally has.
Yes. 16 years?
At least, yeah.
At least.
And tonight we decided, as kind of a celebratory, hey, we're at RTX. For those of you that don't know, that's the Rooster Teeth Production Company's convention. They're based out of Austin, Texas, and they produce a lot of amazing shows that we've been following for a very long time. One such show is called RWBY, RWBY. Might have seen it around every now and then. They sell the Blu-rays and DVDs at Walmart.
Well, it's also on Netflix.
It's all over Hot Topic too now.
Hot Topic?
Yeah, they have a huge deal with Hot Topic now.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. But tonight we decided, since we're at RTX, we're literally in our hotel room on Saturday night of the convention. We've been out and about all day. We decided it would be fitting to cover a Rooster Teeth show, and what better show than their anime?
Yeah.
So we're going to be covering RWBY tonight.
Oh, Lime doesn't think it's an anime, which, I mean, there are some aspects I agree with him, but we'll get into that later.
Whatever. Who cares? Pedantic. Anyway, we decided to bring Limes on because he's a big fan of the show. So I think we are going to...
Time to get crunk.
Go get crunk.
Time for them to catch up.
There's a rave going on. We could go down there.
Oh, God, no, I can't walk. We've done so much walking.
What was it, 5 miles today? Something like that?
At least.
For you.
5? We've got another friend in the hotel room who's sleeping in the background.
Can my nickname be Kosher Taco?
If you want to be Kosher Taco, you can be Kosher Taco.
Just brief appearance of the Kosher Taco.
He knows nothing about RWBY, so he'll be saying
I'm a cop chance and subjector.
What?
I don't, the RWBY.
Alright, guys.
Okay,
and on
anyway,
that
we're going to go get drunk. Ooh, that was a loud clap.
And cut.
They say you was just a child, surprised when they find out that a warrior will soon run wild.
Hey everyone, we are back.
Hello.
Ready to go?
I mean, yeah.
Limes, you're good to go?
He's
downs
downing the rest
another...
of the bottle. Oh boy.
I'm here to party.
Do you need to adjust your seat,
I'm just
Pally?
gonna go
Pally, my friend?
chill.
I hate this chair, by the way.
Why?
It's so because if I sit here, I'm too far away from the mic. I guess it's still picking me up.
Yeah, it's still picking you up.
But then I
Okay.
can move up and like it's kind of comfy. But then I have this trash bag to my left, so it's just kind of.
Put your other foot under the desk.
But then I'm a wide person.
Alright.
Same.
Anyway, while these hooligans try to figure out how to sit, like we said, we're covering RWBY, RWBY, RWBY.
There's also a non-canonical. Is that how you say that?
Canonical, yes.
Yeah, version. It's RWBY Chibi. It's like
Oh
a bunch
yeah,
of
we
shit,
can
yeah.
cover RWBY Chibi in a minute.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
What's
there's-
I think
Um,
yeah.
so
the main shows that I don't watch the Chibi personally, but it's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute if you like Chibi art.
So there's
watch it.
like the main show, which is RWBY, RWBY. And currently, as of this podcast, there are 4 seasons out. At the RWBY panel at RTX yesterday, they revealed another character trailer
Mhm.
for season 5.
Yes.
Excuse me while I just hiccup into the mic.
and that'll be available in like a week. from
October
the recording
17th.
Of,
Yeah, the
character
trailer's
trailer will
going
be
to go live
available
in a week.
after from when we recorded this.
Which is,
July.
where's the calendar?
Seventh.
It's July 8th.
So a week from now, I don't, my
By
math.
the time we
My
finish
math
this,
is
it'll be
fucking
July 9th.
everything.
But
Yeah.
Anyway, so that trailer is the Weiss trailer, and it'll be available in a week.
in a week, it's what
And
they said.
then season 5 begins October 17th-ish.
14th.
Okay, I believe you. Anyway, tonight we're going to be covering seasons 1 through 4. We're going to start with a non-spoiler. We're just going to cover like the basis of what the show's about and some of the characters and things like that. Some of our favorite parts of how the world is built around the characters. And then we're going to move into spoiler territory and talk about each of the seasons individually.
If you guys are big on graphics, as long as you guys get through volume 1,
Well, yeah, okay. So, a big old disclaimer for the series is that when they started, like, Rooster Teeth is not... I won't say they're not a successful company, because they're very obviously a successful company.
This was very early on animation team
yeah,
here.
they
very
did...
low budget.
Machinima Animation was
Mhm.
their primary... That was Red vs. Blue.
yep.
Was there anything before Red...
Strangerhood, which was their Sims machinima.
So they did a lot of
That's
machinima...
right.
They did a lot of machinima work, but they didn't like really do like animation.
There was a little bit in Red vs. Blue prior to RWBY.
If I remember correctly, it was season 9 was when they first started doing the CGI stuff,
That sounds right.
Yeah.
and then that's when they started transposing it over to RWBY.
But they've branched out into hand done animation and everything and motion capture. First off, RWBY is like semi 3D. I would say it's like a 3D animation.
Well, no, 100% it is 3D.
It reminds me of what's the next Netflix series that is like 3D like that? Fuck if I know.
Hey, future sober sons, if you could just go ahead and do us a favor and throw
Hey,
that on the,
future me. Been a long time, my friend.
just go ahead and throw that on the screen right about now. That'd be great. That series, yeah, thanks.
Thank you. Anyway, so it's the like 3D animated style. Season 1 is pretty rough. Whenever I try to get people into RWBY, I'm always like,
Please get through season
please
1.
just ignore the animation. Like, the animation's good. I mean, but it's
I'll
not
put it like
like
this.
the background characters are black.
Yeah, they're
like
just silhouettes.
And they're actually like, you can actually see that some of them are actually silhouettes of the main characters, like
Yeah,
the same
it's-
character models and
it's-
everything. When RWBY first came out, it was fantastic. But compared to what is out now,
Oh, what's now is beautiful. And
Like-
the big difference though is whenever it was initially being animated, it was in like Poser,
yes.
which
At
it's
the time,
okay.
that's what Rooster Teeth could afford.
But then season 4 they converted to Maya. And
Maya. I've done
so
Maya
nice.
editing myself at work.
So nice.
That's so good.
Dude, I remember Rooster Teeth or RTX last year when we saw the transition between season 3
Yeah.
and season 4.
Just incredible. And each season, the animation just makes leaps and
Was
bounds.
it season 2 that they finally got like character models
Yeah,
on
it
the background
was.
characters?
Yes.
So it's like season 1, the background characters are all like
Just
black
silhouettes.
silhouettes, and you're like, oh god.
Season 2, they actually have their own models, and they're not the models of the main
For
characters.
the most part, season 2 looks very good. My only issue that comes to mind with season 2 in animation
Some of the fight
is
scenes.
the rooftop scene with the bad guys running across the
Oh,
rooftops.
yeah.
It's some of the
It's-
animation is just not smooth.
Yeah.
But I mean,
But
they
I
were
love
doing
it
what
to
they
death,
could.
though. I mean, I want
Season 3.
Oh, shit. Something I
Season
should
3
mention.
was the most unique.
Something I should mention. Literally every weapon in this world is also a gun.
That's why the t-shirts and merch that they sell says it's also a gun.
Should we talk about money?
I was gonna bring up Monty actually. Monty the
Cre-
creator, like
And
this,
he was the head of the
Animation
department, yeah.
RWBY was Monty Ohm's child. If you know anything about Rooster Teeth, you know that Monty was the most hardworking person probably in the company.
Yeah.
Like, not saying that people don't work hard, but Monty, like, they literally, in some animated adventures, they've compared him to a robot. He was, I think Bernie said, when Monty was awake, he was awake to work, eat, and animate. And when he wasn't, he was just powered down.
Yeah.
And-
They actually, Bernie found Monty through a video called Haloid,
Haloid.
which was my childhood.
Yeah,
like
that
that's
was
what first
so
got
awesome
me.
when it happened.
That's
Fucking
what-
Haloid!
We'll put a link in the description for Haloid.
Yeah.
And he also did Dead Fantasy.
Dead Fantasy.
Which was a mashup of Dead or
Yeah.
Alive and Final Fantasy.
And between seasons 2 and 3 of RWBY, Monty unfortunately passed away due to complications
During a surgery.
During a
Allergic
surgery.
reaction.
An allergic reaction, you
Yeah,
said?
it's a medication that they gave him
Yep.
during
Yeah.
the coma, and it knocked him into a coma and he died.
Yeah. And he left behind his wife, Sheena, who we still keep track of, or at least I do. I follow her Twitter and stuff.
From what I understand, she was at the convention. She was here only for the RWBY panel, and that was it, really.
Yeah. But between seasons 2 and 3, the creator, the mastermind behind this show, passed away. And so season 3 has a really nice dedication to Monty.
In the first episode,
Yeah.
you will for his signature was a giant O with I guess stick figure birds, where it's literally the one line.
Yeah.
And in the opening scene of season 3, they had his signature.
Yeah,
in
it
the
was
sky.
beautiful. It was so beautiful. I saw that and I fucking, I'm trying not to cry right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can hear it.
Yesterday at the RWBY panel.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
yesterday.
I'm crying now.
Monty's older brother stepped up in the middle of the panel, surprised the panelists. What was it?
Yeah, surprised
Shivi?
Bernie and all the girls.
Apparently, Shivi
Shut up, Limes! I'm very emotional.
Shivi Ohm had actually some of Monty's hard drives.
He found some of Monty's hard drives that Monty left laying on their desk, and dug through them and found a couple of posters for Haloid and Dead Fantasy, and so his brother printed them out and presented them to the Rooster Teeth animation team as a gift. Did I say Bernie? I meant Gray.
Yeah.
But he presented them at the panel yesterday, and I fucking bawled my face
Yeah,
off.
I don't think there was a single dry eye during the panel.
Yeah,
That was good. But
and we
That's
got
because you have no emotion.
I'm a soulless bastard, so.
Yeah.
and we had the fortune of taking pictures with Monty's brother after the panel,
Yeah.
which was really great. We're not going to show them because we don't want you motherfuckers seeing our faces.
You can
But
see mine. I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna just draw an MS
MS
Paint
Paint me. I'm fine with
version
that.
of Limes. There we go.
We'll just throw his logo over his
That's
face.
true. I do. I
Logo
do
face.
have a logo for my YouTube channel that hasn't done shit.
Your dead YouTube channel.
Nice plug.
Very subtle. Thank you.
Thanks.
Kosher taco.
Kosher taco.
Kosher
Yeah.
I am the peanut butter.
Anyway, so to actually talk about the show, since we're 15 minutes into a recording, I'm very hiccupy. So like we said, there's seasons 1 through 4. Season 3, I would say, was their most unique animation. Like, it was
Unique, yes.
unique. Season 4 reminded me of Wind Waker.
That's exactly what I told you. It's the fluidity and the...
It's
just-
very clean and very pretty.
It's the
Yes.
shading. It's the shading.
Yes,
For
100%.
They figured out their shading, and they figured out how to make their motion more fluid. I will say, since Monty's passing, in my personal opinion, the fight choreography has been lackluster.
sure. Yeah,
Well,
a
yeah,
little bit.
that's-
They did reuse a lot of his animations in tribute in season 3.
Monty did a lot of the mocap for seasons 1 and 2.
As well as a lot for Red vs. Blue.
Yeah, so a
Uh,
lot of the fight scenes, Monty did martial arts, and he was a really good dancer. So he choreographed dancing and fighting together.
They've said in a previous podcast that Monty recorded hours upon hours of fights that he knew and talked with Carrie and Miles about. Of fights that he knew was going to take place.
Didn't you say they'd planned up to like a season 14
Yeah,
for RWBY?
Miles and Carrie have Monty's notes.
Miles
for-
and Carrie are the current directors, by the
Yes.
way.
They
Current
have-
writers, I guess.
Yeah, current writers, current directors.
I'm not
But they
sure.
have Monty's notes up to season 14.
And that's Miles, Luna, and Carrie Shawcross, by
Yep.
the way.
And
They're
Gray Haddock.
excellent people. I got to meet Gray and Carrie yesterday. In fact, the logo you're probably seeing right now, which, as we, of course, should always mention, our lovely artist Shanice drew for us. I actually printed them out, and during my autograph session with Gray and Carrie, I got them to sign them.
And we're actually giving Shanice one of them. So.
Yeah, we're going to gift Shanice one of the prints. And hopefully next year, I can slowly start gathering signatures
Yeah, that'd
on
be
that
awesome.
sign. Because that shit's going to be framed. Anyway, so as for the show itself, I guess we could start covering that. We're going to be non-spoilery for a minute. And just cover kind of the basis of the show. The basis kind of follows... I would say it follows the 4 main characters,
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
are 4 girls. In this world, there are what's called Grimm and Hunters.
Hunters and Huntresses.
Hunters and Huntresses. And it covers 4 girls training to be huntresses to slay Grimm, which are basically like...
They're just agents of darkness, basically.
Agents of darkness.
They
They're like
feed
different
on
animals.
anger and fear, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just fucking evil creatures.
I guess we can throw up a picture of like one of the Beowulfs.
There's a Beowulf. Bang.
So cute, but not.
So cute. I want to pet it.
Pretty much.
They're just a lot of them all follow that black and white bony color
Yeah.
scheme.
Interesting fact to know. I mean, a bunch of the characters, as well as some of the Grimm, actually take, I guess,
Mythology.
yeah, from like the Beowulfs being the wolves themselves, but there's also Ruby Rose, who's based on Red Riding Hood, because in her
Yeah,
trailer,
we'll get into those in a
Yeah.
minute. Because that's a lot of talking.
Yeah.
I think this will be our longest episode.
It basically covers so the basis of the show is it
The Lost episode was pretty long.
Oh,
but-
shut up. We're not talking about the Lost episode.
There's a reason it's lost.
God, it's still sitting on my work computer like post me, and I'm like, no.
Pally does not want that to see the light of day.
The light of suns.
The light of suns.
Anyway, it follows. I would say it follows the 4 main girls,
Mhm.
even though there's a like when you say it like follows some characters, it makes it sound like the other characters don't get fleshed out or don't get screen time. That is not true in this show. This is a very fleshed out world.
That's something that's always impressed me about it. Is just like how thorough it is with
It is
every character.
so thorough.
Like with Red versus Blue, you have the main characters that it always follows, and there are some side characters. But with RWBY,
There can be whole episodes that don't show the main characters.
yeah.
and it makes for a really great world. And the world is just vague enough that it's got a lot of room for creating your own, like, original characters and stuff like that, while still remaining to where, like, you have a schematic to go off of, basically. So it follows the four main girls, which are... Do you want to name them off, Limes?
There is Ruby Rose. That's the R.
R in the
acronym.
title, RWBY. And then we
There's
have
the beautiful Weiss Schnee.
Weiss Schnee.
Winter snow.
Dim legs.
Dim legs.
Then there's the bootylicious Blake Belladonna.
Bootylicious.
This is how she's referred to the fandom, okay? And then there is Yang Xiaolong.
The
Zhao.
waifu for life.
She is my waifu. I will admit that through and through.
She's your fucking
I have the
anime trash waifu.
Okay, see, and I don't watch anime. That's all. Like, I just can't get into it. But Ruby, like, speaks to me, and it's 100% due to Yang. Like, I gotta say, it's all Yang.
Your wang is for Yang.
She just does it for me.
Jesus Christ.
It's great.
So those are the four main characters. And the thing about this show that I really like is that everything follows a theme. So, like, in this world, the hunters and huntresses attend a school to learn how to become hunters and huntresses, that is.
Beacon Academy.
Beacon Academy. And there's other academies, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's how many nations?
5. 4 or 5.
Something like that, nations. There's a
it's
certain number of nations in this
Vacuo,
world.
Atlas, Mistral, and the Wildlands. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't fucking know.
I'm
am
blanking right now.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's hunters and huntresses schools where you go to train to learn how to fight and defeat Grimm.
Learn how to
and-
fuck shit up and look good doing it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's like Triple X. It's like Triple X but animated.
Fuck shit up and look good doing it. How to get the best camera angle. And
But with women. It's Triple X with strong, independent women.
yeah, like there's hunters and huntresses, but this show has a very strong female.
Yep.
Like, it is very good, and we should mention that this is a clean show. This is a kids show.
I mean, we're in season 4, and that's
Season 4 gets a little bit dark. It covers some very serious topics, and I think there's like one swear word.
Yep, there's
It's
only
bitch. And
Spoilers.
and they actually talked that they talked about that at the panel where they were like, someone asked, like, you said you were never gonna swear in the show, and we were like, well,
It was warranted.
It
No,
was-
and we'll,
yeah,
we'll get into
it
that
was-
when
We'll
we
get
get
into
to
later.
the spoiler
yeah,
section.
we'll cover that in the spoiler section. But it was a very good usage of the word.
Yes, no, 100%. And it's like I said, we'll get to that later.
You stop and go, damn.
Damn. The show follows these four main girls, RWBY, Ruby, Weiss, Blake, and Yang.
Yep.
And
Yang is best girl.
the thing I was saying is that everything has a theme. So when all these hunters and huntresses go to a school, they get put in a 4-man team. And they're assigned a 4-man team based on, like...
In this, they had a challenge where they had to go find the quote-unquote ancient relics, and whoever got a matching relic to that person, that's who they had to team up with.
And I guess that's kind of spoilers, but it's like the first fucking episode, so...
Within like the first
whatever.
3.
Anyway, so these 4 girls get paired up together, and, I mean, there are other
Maybe it's
teams
the
that...
name of the show.
Fair.
Fair point. The girls, it covers a lot of them, like, growing up and learning how to conquer not only their enemies, but, you know, real life shit. Well,
Yeah.
quote unquote real life. But,
So,
like,
season
very
one's kind of a lot
serious
of
topics.
team building and just
yeah,
like,
season 1 is getting to know the characters and getting to know these quote unquote side characters, even though they're very fleshed out. Season 2, fuck, I can't fucking remember season 2.
So season 2 was kind of the like first mission, like they're actually like
Oh,
a
yeah,
full-fledged
we're
team.
like-
They can actually go out into like combat and like actually experience what it's like outside of the school.
Is it
And
is it
kinda
season
put their-
2?
Yeah.
Is it season 2 they went on the mission with Ublek?
Yeah, that's kind of
Okay,
where they, like,
yeah,
that's where the plot really
that's
starts
season
to thicken.
2.
Like,
And then season 3 is very serious. Like,
Yeah.
shit
Oh,
got
man.
bad. And season 4 is fucking dark.
Oh,
season 3 is heartbreaking though. That's where the fandom
Season
was like,
3
what
is
if we
like
gotten
crying.
into?
Like season.
It's just like season
Se-
1's like, oh yeah, we're so happy. Season 3 is like, oh fuck it.
And then season
I want
4 is
the
like,
happy back.
I want to die. I just want to
And
die.
keep in mind, if you guys ever get the chance to watch this, keep in mind this takes place in the span of 3 months.
Yeah.
Well, seasons 1
No,
through 3 do.
it's a couple weeks.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not that
No,
close.
no, you're dumb. Because they had tests and the Vital Festival and all that.
Yeah.
And no, there was time skip. There was for sure
there's
time
definitely
skip.
time skip.
But the
It's
biggest
still a
time skip
very
was
relative
between
short amount of
season
time.
3 and 4.
Yeah, absolutely.
Season 3 and 4 was what, a 2-year time skip?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, we'll cover that later. But the point I was trying to make, that I keep reminding myself of, is that everything has a theme. And this is what makes this show so amazing to me, is that each of these teams has a theme to it. And the characters and their designs and their weapons and their uses and their skills are all off of a theme.
Should
For
we
example-
talk about kind of like how the
Yeah, I want to compare all the teams.
okay. Just
So, like-
okay, I'm Blake. Semblance. That's the word.
Oh,
Semblances.
so in this world they have like powers basically, where they have an aura which is what shields them from damage basically.
And can also heal them.
Yeah, they have basically shields. They've learned to train and hone their quote unquote aura to protect themselves.
And it's stated that everybody has a semblance. You just don't always know what it is.
Well, we haven't even covered what a semblance is. The semblance is basically each individual person's ultimate move.
Should we go into that, or is that kind of spoilery?
No, not
Well,
really.
we won't really. We don't have to go in depth, but like
Okay.
it's kind of a big part of the show.
Yeah, it really is because it's
Each person in this world has a semblance, which is basically a skill that is pretty much unique to them. Like, I'm sure there's repeats, because there's only... Like, the show, unfortunately, doesn't cover semblances for, like, every character.
Yeah. I wish they would.
yeah. We still haven't found out some of the semblances for some characters.
Some of the very
that
visible
we've known
characters.
since season 1.
Yeah. But the semblance is basically just, like, their ultimate move. I guess we can talk about the main teams.
Yeah, so
Since they're basically shown in their trailers.
yeah,
honestly.
so if you guys get the chance to, you
That's
guys need
true.
to. You guys don't necessarily
Oh
need
my
to watch
God.
the trailers first, but they are absolutely fantastic.
I would really recommend. There's a red trailer, which is RWBY. There's the
the
white
trailer,
white
which is
trailer,
Weiss.
which is Weiss. There's the black trailer, which is Blake.
Blake.
There's the yellow trailer, which is Yang. And as you can tell, their kind of character color schemes are based off red, black, yellow, white. So a lot of the RWBY merch you see is going to be red, white, black, and yellow.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yes, you did. The second time. Anyways, Ruby's semblance of speed.
Yeah, she, like, you can see it in the trailer. You should really go see it. I really recommend it.
That's what sold me on it. As soon as I saw it,
And those
I was like,
trailers
I
are
am
what
so
sold
in.
several of my friends.
Oh,
Even
and
though
just-
I was like,
even
hey, just kind of hold through the
soundtrack on all
animation.
of them is
Oh, yeah.
so
Oh, the
amazing.
music in this series is
What was
so
it, Jeff
fucking
Williams?
good.
Yes.
Jeff
Jeff
Williams and who's the girl? Hey, future me. Who's the main girl singer? She's got a beautiful voice.
Yes.
I
Ashley,
love her.
Is it Ashley Williams?
It's Jeff Williams' daughter.
Yeah.
Is it the daughter?
They have the same last name.
I thought they were wife.
Potentially. They're
Fuck
related.
if I know. Hey, future
Anyways.
me, also answer that. Anyway, the soundtrack is really great. But anyway, the semblance of Ruby, Ruby Rose, is
Speed.
speed. She, like, obviously roses are part of her motif or whatever.
Casey Lee Williams. That is.
Casey Lee Williams?
Yes, that is Jeff Williams.
She's a beautiful person, and I
her
love
voice
her.
is incredible.
She's
Yes.
amazing. But oh god, we've been going 30 minutes already.
Like I said, I think this will be
I
our
think
long
we're
episode.
gonna probably do an hour and a half to 2. Anyway, Casey. Oh fucking Casey. Ruby's semblance of speed. She like turns into a blur of petals. Rose
And
petals.
with each character, they each have their own
Theme song.
Well, not only that, I'm more so talking about. I mean, yes, there could be duplicates of semblances, but they each have their own little.
They
twist
have
to
it-
it.
they
we
have a
haven't
twist to it.
seen any duplicates though.
Well, correct,
Yeah.
but we can only assume so.
Yeah.
Because there's thousands, hundreds of people in the world.
But
Um,
Ruby's is speed, and she turns into a bunch of rose petals.
Yeah, she like turns into a fucking torpedo of rose petals and goes zooming
I
at the
almost said
enemies.
spoilers.
Hold off. Then who's W?
Weiss.
Weiss has these like sigils, glyphs.
Glyphs,
That's the
baby.
right word. She like has these magical glyphs that appear, and each one that she summons or basically writes on the ground. She
Well, not even on the ground. It can also be in the.
Well,
air.
whatever.
Yeah,
writes.
there's a lot of really awesome.
whichever one she summons has a different
that
effect. Like
trailer looks,
she has some glyphs that if she steps on them, like speed her up. She has some that she can bounce off of, all that kind of stuff, and like it's just so goddamn good. And Blake has
Shadow clone.
shadow clones, fucking Naruto no Jutsu or something.
I understand that. Yes, totally.
Yeah.
Naruto.
Naruto.
Anyway,
yeah, all
She has like
Naruto.
shadow clones, so if you know anything about Naruto, she fucking clones herself, and those are fake clones, and they just kind of poof away. Yang goes fucking berserk.
Yeah, she has berserk rage.
She has berserk rage. She's a hot-headed queen.
But it's mainly
She's
when
hot, all right.
You're fucking.
it's mainly when people mess with her hair.
Don't
Well,
touch her
I won't say
beautiful hair.
mainly, but
It's-
in her trailer it shows her hair getting fucked with, and she's just like. That's gonna be lovely for us.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that fucking blob. Anyway, so everyone has their powers, and like I was saying about the themes,
See, like, there's so much complexity to it. Like, there's even dust. We haven't even gotten into that yet.
yeah, there's like this magical crystal stuff that they have in this world. I'm not even gonna bother going into
Yeah.
it because it's not really
Quick,
explained all that much.
Future Sons, Sober Sons, quick, while we're talking, give a description of dust on the screen.
Bitch, I'm gonna
now.
say it. No, fuck you, Sober Sons. Dust is just like these magical crystals that are like, hey, let me put an element to your power so you
And
can combine your stuff.
And some of the stuff is not even normal elements. Like, some of it can be sound, some of it can
Gravity.
be light, gravity.
Anyway, so that's all like added. Like it just is so fucking cool. It
Yeah.
makes the show so
it's so
fucking
in
unique.
depth. Just
And
everything.
did you just laugh, Taco? Oh,
I
you
thought-
can
I
cough.
thought
It's
it was
okay.
I thought it was a cute little snore.
Oh god, my stomach hurts.
I gotta go pee pee.
You need to go tinkle? Do we need to pause the
No,
podcast?
it's fine. You just keep going. I can hold it. I got a bottle.
I just
Worst case,
fucking vomited in my mouth.
worst case scenario, I can pee in a bottle. It's alright.
Please don't pee in a bottle.
I'm dedicated to the trade. All right. You knew what you were getting into when you brought me on this guest.
Christ. Anyway, so as for character design itself, the character design in this show is so fucking amazing.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna take a shot every time you say so fucking.
Fucking do
If
it.
you want to drink along with us at home.
Please don't. The Sun's drinking game. Whenever she uses a stupid ass accent, take a shot.
Anyways,
Another.
As for character design itself, the characters all have themes to them, which is something that I, as someone who enjoys writing, really, really appreciate. Because the team RWBY, which in the show it's made like an acronym is made based off the first letters of
each.
your first names.
Yep.
But as an added twist, each team name happens to also be a color.
yes.
Or
No. It
Coincide
has to
with
do
a
with their
color.
team. No, it has to do with their team.
Was that just the tabletop game that the color was a
Yes.
thing?
So each actual team name has to do with the theme of the group. Like team what is it? Cardin's group. Team Cardinal. They're all
Yeah.
birds.
That's
Their
a
names
color
are
though.
what?
That's a color.
No.
Cardinal red.
But all of their names are bird names.
Yeah.
Every name I can think of that's a team
Yeah, and
name
then
is
there's-
also a
'cause
color.
Juniper is kind of the main sister team.
Yeah, it's a
So
it's a
it's
color.
like
It's a nice purpley
so RWBY
color.
is like the primary
Ruby
team that
red,
it covers.
Juniper.
Hold on, I'm explaining the teams.
Okay, go for it.
Fuck the colors. That's stupid shit.
I'm pretty upset about this. I'm gonna research it.
Okay.
Hey, future me, am I right?
No.
Yes, she is. I'm like, there's only one team that breaks the color scheme, and I'm blanking out right now because I'm drunk. But anyway, RWBY is the primary team that it covers. But then there's kind of a second team that's very involved with Team RWBY, Team Juniper.
Team Juniper is like the side characters that are so fleshed out they're basically main characters.
Yeah, it's great.
Team Juniper is such an amazing team. JNPR is their acronym.
Yep.
It is
Jean
what is his last name?
Arc.
Jean Arc.
And he is
Hang
heavily
on,
based.
we'll cover, because Team RWBY's based off of folklore.
Brothers
It's-
Grimm stuff.
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
Red Riding Hood is Ruby Rose, and her character, like, if you look at her character,
She has a red hood and everything.
she's got a red hood and
Okay,
everything.
yeah, I gotta
She's
go
fucking...
pee-pee. I thought I could hold it.
Go
Okay,
pee-pee,
you
buddy.
can go
Y'all,
pee-pee.
y'all
Do we
keep
need to
We're
pause?
gonna
or
keep
do we need to
talking.
keep going?
We're gonna
Alright.
keep talking. She's based off of Little Red Riding Hood. Weiss is based off of Snow White.
Well, like her name is Weiss Schnee. Literally in German, her name is Snow White.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Like, that just... this show's so fucking cool. Blake Belladonna is based off of...
I have no clue.
I'm gonna Google it. And then Yang is based off of fucking Goldilocks.
Fun fact though, in Yang's trailer, there's a character named Junior, but his actual name stands for like little brother. So he's the youngest of the three bears.
People are saying that Black would be based off of...
Beauty and the Beast
Beauty
because
and
of
the Beast.
Adam Taurus.
Oh. Yeah, I guess. Beauty and the Beast, blah, 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 blah. Blake was always kind of confusing. Like,
But
especially...
the other ones are very much so.
It's very obviously she's fucking Snow White. It's very obviously fucking Red Riding Hood. The Team Juniper, which my favorite characters are in Team Juniper.
Yeah.
J is John Arc.
Which
N, we'll cover what they're covered off of in a second. N is Nora Valkyrie.
She's
He-
fucking nuts.
I love Nora. Nora is my absolute favorite.
Nora is Bae. She is my favorite character in the series.
P.
P is Pyrrha.
Pyrrhanikos.
Pyrrhanikos. Yep.
Nikos.
The
And then
face of Pumpkin Pete's marshmallow cereal.
now available at this website.
At FYE.com.
Is that what it
I think
is?
it's
Yeah, it's available for
Hey,
pre-order.
Sober Me.
Pre-order fucking cereal. Welcome to 2017.
Dude, we're gonna buy it out. Like
I'm buying Pumpkin Pete cereal. They just announced a cereal based on the fucking Pyrrhanikos faces on it. Anyway, R is Ren.
Rin.
Fuck, what
I
is
can't
Ren's
remember.
last name?
Fucking
Excuse me while I Google.
ninja motherfucker.
Oh, okay. So Ren was Monty's character.
I just spelled RWYB.
At least it knew
Oh,
what you
wait,
were
no, Ren. Oh,
Li-
it's
Lyren.
Lyren. And
Ren
it's,
is his last name.
It's all Asian-y because he's Ren Lai or something.
No,
I
his
don't
name
know.
is Lyren. They just.
I don't know what to tell you. Oh, more commonly referred to by his last name. I'm stupid. Anyway, so that's Team Juniper, and they are all based off of.
They're more so based off of mythology.
They're based off
'Cause-
of famous warriors,
Jean Arc.
but
Is-
but
But-
the twist is that the characters they are based off of are the opposite gender.
Yes.
So, for example, let's start with Jean.
Joan of Arc.
He's based off of Joan of Arc. Then Nora
Nora
is
Valkyrie is
based
based
off
of
of,
Thor.
I want to say Thor.
Yeah, because
Well, especially based on her semblance.
yeah, which is
Lightning and shit.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, the fact that her
and
last
also
name is-
the hammer.
Yeah.
Nora Valkyrie, yeah. Something about the weapons in this series, which we actually haven't mentioned yet, is that all of the weapons in the series have basically a they're trans-fucking-formers.
Yeah.
Is that they have like a melee mode basically,
Yeah,
And
a ranged mode, and they fucking transform all the time.
And it's always just slick as fuck.
Oh, it's so sexy. Transformers, robots.
It's funny we're talking about
disguise.
Transformers and there's a fucking Transformers ad right
There was
there.
actually a Transformers ad on her wiki page as we talked about this. Nora
Shout out to
alludes
that
to
piece of
Thor of
shit.
Norse
Yep.
mythology.
It's also the fact that her last name is Valkyrie, which is the Nordic female warriors of Norse,
Yeah.
Norse mythology.
She's amazing. She's my favorite character because she's just fucking
And
psycho.
yeah.
But she has like that undertone to her.
Yeah.
That
In
is,
in volume 4. Oh my god.
She gets so much character development. It's sexy.
Oh, it's heartbreaking though.
Pyrrha Nikos is based off of Achilles, right?
Achilles! Yeah. Oh yeah. And then her name is super significant. If you like spoilers, look up what Pyrrha means.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
I guess.
Yeah, hold that thought and we'll get to it whenever we can go back.
She's based off of Achilles. And then fucking Ren, who is he based off of? Now that I think about it, I don't know that I ever looked up to it. Let me excuse me while I pull up the Google here.
Oh man,
We're not prepared for this shit. Let's see, Ren. Scroll down to trivia as I ramble to fill time. Ren alludes to Mulan.
That's right. I
right.
can't believe I fucking
Yeah.
didn't remember that shit.
He alludes to Mulan. And I believe one point is that at every time in the mythology of all of these mythological beings, they have cross-dressed.
Yep.
Because Mulan did, Thor has.
Yeah.
Fucking
Joan of Arc wearing that armor.
yeah, obviously. And I think there was something with Achilles, but like I am way too fucking. We got too much shit to talk about to go into.
I honestly love Ren's weapons just because of the fact that they're SMGs, but at the same time
they're SMGs, but they're also like arm blades.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of the weapons are amazingly designed.
It's just so beautiful the way that this world has been crafted. And even on top of all of the season episodes, there's this side thing. It's the world of Remnant. I don't think we've talked about Remnant. That's kind of the overworld. That's what they like. That's Earth to them as Remnant.
Remnant is Earth.
And there's these just sub-episodes that just flesh out
Yeah, it's
the
like
world.
little filler episodes between actual story that cover... They just cover the history of the world. And so while it kind of has like this boundary for you to design a character in, it is so easy to design a character. As for themes, we can real quick gloss over Team Coffee, which my second favorite character is in. That's COFE, I think. No, it's CFV.
CFV, yeah.
Yeah, coffee. Also a color.
Mm-hmm.
Coffee brown.
Yep. So
Suck
it's
my dick. It is Coco,
Foxy.
Foxy, Velvet,
And
and
good luck trying to pronounce that last one.
what is his fucking name?
He's based off of a Dragon Slayer whole like.
Anyway, they are all of their character
Man, you
designs
can
are
type a lot better than I do when I'm drunk. Or
You
maybe
should've
you're
seen
just
me.
not as drunk as I usually am when I have to type.
Coco Adele, Fox Alistair, Velvet Scarlatina, and Yatsuhashi Daichi. They are all based off of fucking desserts.
So just a heads up, it's CFBY.
The Decepticons are back, but this time the auto
Well,
from
Anyway, thanks Autobots. Fuck
That
you.
fucking audio
this
spike. Jesus.
this podcast brought to you by Transformers: The Last Night. Disclaimer.
Anyway,
Shit.
they're all
God
based off
damn.
of desserts. So
Actually, Velvet Scarlet is based
I
off
think
the Velvet
Transformers
Rabbit.
is based off desserts.
she's based off red velvet cake.
No, literally, she is based off of the Velveteen Rabbit.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's also fucking red velvet cake.
Yeah, it's
Because
dual
Yatsuhashi-
purpose, motherfucker.
Yatsuhashi is based off of a Japanese dessert.
Mm.
Fox Alistar is based off of fox pie or meat pie or something like that.
I got meat.
And Coco's obviously fucking Coco.
Yeah.
So fuck you and fuck your couch, and you bring dishonor on your whole family.
Dude, tell me something I don't know.
Why are you just flipping off the ceiling?
I don't know.
Anyway, so I think we can start moving into spoiler territory.
All right, guys.
Now that we've just kind of rambled and like gushed about this show.
There's a lot of kind of incoherent material in there, but like...
Well, it says
That's how Weabooze
That's how
is,
Weabooze
baby!
it's okay. Sons is gonna edit that down later.
No, I'm
Before we
not.
get to spoiler, I have a confession to make.
Yeah, what's up, bud?
I haven't watched a single episode.
What?
Bullshit.
I haven't watched a single episode of Weabooze.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought you were
fine.
talking about Ruby. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
what?
I was like, bullshit. We just watched
No,
seasons
no,
together.
Weabooze.
Oh, that's
I've-
okay.
Like I tried one
I
time,
mean, it's a
and then
podcast.
I can't remember like why I had to stop watching it, but like I was in the middle of watching. Oh yeah, that's right. My girlfriend decided to run away from home.
All right, we're just gonna move on. I have a confession while we're on the confession side of things. Is she fucking messaging you right now?
Yeah.
She's actually listening in while we record. And she's gonna fucking...
I'm gonna get yelled at, but that's okay.
Hey girl, if you need me to punch him in the nose, I will.
No.
Y'all are
Jesus.
fucking gross in love. Anyway, I have a confession.
Is it what we talked about earlier?
I haven't finished season 4.
You bitch.
So when we get to the season 4
I finished
discussion...
season 4 6 times.
See, I thought season 4 was weak. Anyway, we'll get to it.
I agree in certain aspects.
We'll get to it.
get to that.
So this is gonna start the spoiler section of the... Little premature there, friend, but I guess you're used to that.
Fucking shots fired.
Fucking...
This audio spike is gonna be a bitch. Eh? Y'all have fun
Dude,
with that.
try that again.
I've got an equalizer on it. It's good.
The great thing about being a guest is I don't have to worry about editing or shit. I just have to fucking be here for
Oh,
this.
I
And
I
then
just
have
want
to
to
be
you?
sit here and
You
drink.
gotta edit this
You're
episode.
editing.
That's the price of being a guest is you have to fucking edit it. I edited it. Fucking English is a fucking stupid ass language. 'Cause
English
the
is
phrase
so
"I
fucking
edited it" is the thing.
Edit.
That's just fucking
ed.
bullshit.
Edit. Ed.
Edited it.
No.
I edited it.
I edited it.
edited it.
Anyway, spoiler time. We're gonna start talking about season 1.
You know that sort of the sound effects can be added in post.
There's no point. It's
Nah.
what's done is done.
Because
like-
we don't have a reaction to it if it's in post. What are we gonna fake laugh like?
Insert laugh track here.
We could.
God, I'm not that good at acting. I'm fucking drunk.
That's true. I'm a natural born actor.
Speaking of drunk, where's my other peach thing?
You gave it to me because you told me to get drank.
That's very true.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Where's my bottle?
Here.
Right here.
Where's your bottle?
Oh, I've got 2 right
In
here.
the trash can.
Why are you... I told you not to put anything in
Sorry, what?
that trash can.
You can have the rest of this Mike's. Do you like the black cherry?
I haven't had it. Get your hands off my
Okay,
boots.
try it. And I have more Captain Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
Will I get in trouble for saying Captain Morgan? I don't know what
Nah, fuck it.
sponsorships
Don't
here
give a
is.
shit.
We're not sponsored. We're fucking
I wish.
So, season 1, like we mentioned, the animation is kind of not the greatest.
When it came out, it was fantastic.
It's
but
not-
going back and watching
It's
it
not
again,
impressive,
Yeah,
to put it.
there's nothing
Yeah.
impressive.
Again,
like-
Miles and Carrie, we say that with the... If you guys, for whatever reason, are watching this, we say that with the utmost
I
love.
think they are not cognizant.
They
They know.
understand.
They know. Because they just did what they could. And we have the utmost respect for the work you did. And we just really respect that shit. But season 1's animation, it seemed like they, for the humor and stuff, it wasn't sure if they wanted to be like fucking actual anime or not.
It was one of those things where it's like, should we go pure comedy on this, or should we actually try to...
Well, I don't think it was pure comedy or not, but they had like, remember that moment where like Ruby got really excited and she got really chibi
Yeah.
and started like floating around the screen? Like that always messed with me because I was like,
It went from
It's a
3D
3D
animation
animation.
to a 2D like clip art is what it looks like.
yeah.
Same
It was
same
just
with
kinda
like the new. There's one newscast scene in the first season.
Oh yeah, the newscaster is like totally differently animated.
It's completely 2D.
Yeah. And so it was just kind of like, they weren't sure, it seemed like they weren't sure where they wanted to go with it. But, I mean, it's still an enjoyable series. Like we said, it's the girls meeting each other, getting teamed up. It's getting to know side characters, getting to know all those characters.
Well, it should also be said that Ruby and Yang are sisters.
Ruby and Yang are sisters, yeah. They
Oh,
have different last...
I don't know how we didn't cover that. Because we're terrible.
whatever.
We're very bad at our job.
Well, no, the reason why they have different names is because
They have
Tao
different
Yang
mothers.
is
They have
Tao
different
Yang is a
mothers.
hoe.
Tao Yang, a hoe.
Oh, sorry, Tao Long.
Whatever.
Tao.
I'm too fucking...
Tao's a hoe. Tai's a hoe.
Ty's a hoe.
Ben's a hoe.
I got you, Blue.
Can we get the bird who just says Tai's a hoe?
Hey.
Absolutely flawless. High quality commentary.
Ty is a hoe.
Just for that, we might break 1,000 views.
Fuck
That's
yeah.
if they
We're
retweet
gonna get
it.
8 million subscribers.
That's if they tweet it out.
See, like, honestly, I kind of feel bad because, like, you guys put a lot of effort into these and stuff, and then I have 2 shitpost videos. One of them has, like, 16,000 views, the other has, like, 12,000 views.
Yeah, whatever. You know, you gotta
But
do what you gotta do. We
One
do
of them
this
was
because we
literally
enjoy it.
SpongeBob dance to fucking Hotline
The
Bling dance.
SpongeBob and Drake, like...
Okay, you need to stop. Anyway, quit plugging your YouTube channel. Ty is a hoe.
Tai's a hoe.
Back where we left
Anyway,
off.
Yang and Ruby are sisters. Ruby's obviously the younger sister. She was actually too young to be accepted into the hunter
Yeah,
school, but she got like a special pass.
Yes, she got in a year early because she impressed Ospin,
The headmaster.
By saving Shopkeep-chan.
Yes, Shopkeep-chan. If you get involved with the
If
fandom,
you get in the community, they have the
Shopkeep-chan
silliest
is,
names
he's-
for things.
Oh man,
No, that's his official name is Shopkeep-chan.
Yeah.
Like, in the credits, it is Shopkeep-chan.
yeah, because of the fandom.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's actually the when they're releasing the trailers, there was also the Ruby Raptor that appeared just
What?
randomly in promo pictures. Look it up. It's an
What?
actual thing, I promise.
I'll look it up later. Hey, future me, what's the Ruby Raptor?
There's actually a picture where they're all, like, in with instruments, and the Ruby Raptor is on drums.
Whatever. The like we said, season 1 covers, you know, getting to know everyone. It's an introduction
Yeah.
season.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
The main villain in season 1 is another schoolmate. Like
Yeah, it was
fucking
Carden.
Carden. Yeah, who I love.
Yeah, it's just like school drama. It's not even
I've
really a
wanted to
villain.
cosplay Carden 2 years
Yeah.
in a row, but like
You would make a great
I
Carden.
know, I just haven't like wanted to sit
You
down
lazy
and.
fuck.
Well, I'm too busy playing video games.
Like,
Okay.
Nora's my favorite, but I think I would make a better Pyrrha.
No,
Yeah.
you would make a better
You
Coco.
would do great as no. Ooh,
I should do
would be good.
Coco.
You should do Coco.
I should do Coco. Anyway,
Last year we said we were gonna come back as RWBY cosplayers, but like we didn't. So maybe next year will be
because
the
we're
year.
late. Well, I broke up
Well-
with my fucking boyfriend.
That's true. That affects a
So,
lot of
the
things.
Ruby cosplay I want to do is going to be so freaking hot, especially if I do it here.
That's what she said.
No, because I want to cosplay Ryan's character.
Oh, the teacher?
Yes.
I mean, it'd be no hotter than fucking Carden.
Yeah.
This year
And
we managed
Coco.
to. This year we managed to spend a lot of significant time inside.
Yeah,
fair.
Anyway,
This tangent.
tangent though. Tangent Chan.
Tan-chan.
What the fuck were we talking about? So there's not a whole lot to spoil in season 1, actually. Because they just kind of cover, like, they cover Dust, they cover the different nations.
And they briefly touch on semblances.
Yeah, season 1 is really good because it kind of fleshes out the details, but doesn't get too intense yet. It's kind of
it's just like,
it
here is
very
this world.
casually eases you into everything, and then
Yeah.
season 2 is really where things just pick up completely. and introduces
Last
a lot
episode
of
of
new
season
dynamics.
Of season 1 is where shit kicks off.
Yeah, I guess
What
that's
happens
a good
in
point.
last episode of season
That
one?
is the
The White Fang attacks.
and the shipyard.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of this
That's the
series
shipyard
covers
throwdown.
racism a lot.
So in this, there's another race called the Faunus, which are animal
People.
Like, not to the point where, like, they completely look like fur.
But it's like cat girls
anthropomorphic.
and shit. Like they have, you know, like they have antlers or cat ears or
a
bunny
tail.
ears. Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
So-
one character they introduced named Sun Wukong, which obviously is based off of the Japanese god Sun Wukong. It's like the Monkey King.
That's my favorite. Like,
He's got blonde hair, 6-pack abs,
So, fun fact.
uses
and a tail.
giant
So actually,
staff.
that's actually one of the first instances where it shows a replication of semblances, because he also has clones as a semblance.
His work a lot differently than Yang's.
But
His
it's
are
still-
not shadow
like stuff.
clons. No. That
Yes.
is not. That is no.
They aren't
They are
shadow
not
clones.
shadow clones.
Well, shadow clones in the fact that Blake's can actually manifest and have a physical form. His
Only
are more
if
so
she
used,
uses dust.
His are more so in the fact that are used for a distraction, but they are literally light as in the element version of himself.
So season 2, like they've gone through their teamwork shit. Like they've got their team.
So once season 2 hits, they're finally like a coherent team.
We're
There's
dealing
no,
with real world
there's no
stuff now.
side drama in the team. Everyone's kind of on the same page, except Blake, because at the end of season 1, they find out how much shit the White Thing is doing.
The
and that
White Fang is a
fucks with
faunus
Blake
group
hard.
that are rebelling because faunuses are heavily prejudiced against in this world. And
The White Fang was originally started as a peace organization.
kind of like
They were like a
racial
peace-
equality movement.
Yes.
yeah, and then they
Um,
kind of turned to extremism.
Yeah, they became very radical.
And they-
under Adam,
Yeah, a guy named
that fucking
Avin.
edgelord,
Adam Taurus.
Adam Taurus,
the
which
edgelord of
ends up
edgelords.
being, you find out he's Blake's like boyfriend or something.
Ex-boyfriend or something or other.
Ex-boyfriend, some brother.
The
figure.
leader of the White Fang.
Yeah, he takes over and they become militaristic.
We're skipping over two very important characters in season 1 though.
What?
Roman Torchwick and Penny.
Oh, I guess.
Yeah.
Roman Torchwick is introduced in the first episode.
And he's a reoccurring
Villain.
villain all throughout.
Seasons 1 through 3.
Yeah. I love
He's
Roman.
the bad guy.
He is the big bad for a while.
Yeah.
I love Roman just purely based on his name is a freaking pun.
Yeah.
So I discovered this. Well, I didn't say I discovered this. I found this out, and at the RWBY panel, I blew a dude's mind.
That was fucking funny.
So his full name is Roman Torchwick.
Mm-hmm.
His cane shoots out little miniature fireballs that explode. A torch with a wick is a candle.
He's
His name
Roman
is his
Candle.
name is Roman Candle.
And he shoots Roman candles out of his cane.
Classic shit.
Yeah,
This is a fucking amazing show.
yeah.
So you meet like one of the recurring villains, and he, like in season 2 and 3, you kind of find out he's been working with the White Fang to like enable them.
Yeah.
He's an enabler.
Doesn't Grey voice him?
Grey voices him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought.
Grey is
Well.
Bay.
Yeast.
Spoilers.
We're at the spoiler part. Fuck
yeah,
you.
we are.
But that's season 3.
Whatever, it's full of spoilers. So fucking, you get introduced to characters in season 1, and in season 2, the racial stuff starts coming in. And that's pretty much the main
But,
focus of
yeah.
season 2 is the
But-
girls.
So Blake is kind of a large focusing point of season 2, because the whole White Fang issues.
she reveals
fucks
her
with
ties to the
hard,
White
yeah.
Fang.
So she used to be a member of the White Fang, and that shows in her trailer initially. So that's not really.
Yeah, it shows
That's
her and
spoiler.
Adam in the trailer.
They're doing like a train heist robbery.
yeah, they're fucking train robbing to get weapons for the White Fang.
It's no, they weren't trying to get weapons. Well, yes, they're robbing a Schnee trailer that was carrying dust.
Yeah.
Weiss's family, the Schnee company, is the main exporter of dust all throughout
which
the
is the
remnant.
elemental crystals and powders and shit. And so that's kind of a big tipping point is Weiss finding out about Blake and finding out like, holy shit, like your White Fang are terrible people and also they're fucking.
It was very much so. You people are the problem.
Yeah, it was
Like that was the gist
Weiss,
of season 2.
Yeah. You people are the problem. And then Blake was like, I just want to fucking be accepted and be an equal person.
Yeah. Like there is so
Is
many.
it season 2 that she reveals she's a faunus?
Yes, they
Yes.
don't know that until
Yeah, they don't know that she's a faunus. She uses a hair bow on the top of her head.
See,
to cover
the
her
only
eyes.
person-
season
season-
1 is so short that it almost feels like it's season 2. Like season
Yeah.
1 and 2
Yeah,
like,
season 1 is
feels
really
so
short.
same, and I think like a large part is just how similar the animation is.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely way better in season 2.
Total for season 1 is an hour and 5 minutes, I believe.
Yeah.
Whereas it comes season 4.
And by the way, the entire series of RWBY is completely available on YouTube.
And Netflix.
And Netflix.
Well, Netflix has seasons 1 through 3. I don't know.
We
if
But
really
you-
recommend going through the Rooster Teeth website.
Yes.
Giving them support.
Give them support.
RoosterTeeth.com.
If you guys do watch them on Netflix, they actually have it where each season is one long movie.
Yeah.
So if it says that there's only like 3 episodes, that's because I don't want to put up 3-minute videos for
Yeah,
season
'cause-
1.
Yeah, season 1 was really short episodes. And they are really short episodes. Which actually makes it kind of hard to watch because it's like, I watch it for 12 minutes.
It gets better when the seasons get.
So
Yeah.
like I was saying, season 1 is like around an hour long total.
Yeah. It's a
Season
really quick
4,
watch.
each episode is about 20 minutes long.
Yeah, they're getting to like actual episode length. Which is impressive
I'm
to
so
me.
ready for season 5.
Oh.
It's going to be full episodes with commercial breaks and everything. Anyway, so season 2, the shit kind of like starts getting to deal with real shit. And season 3 is when everything fucking hits the fan.
Yeah. Oh, I fucking love. Oh, should we talk about like kind of the finale and everything? With season
We
2?
we should talk about the season 2 finale. So, what is the last episode of season 2?
That is the train where they
That is the
they
attack.
fight on the train and then they bust through the wall and the Grim attack happens. And
Oh
we can
yeah,
finally see,
the
that's
coffee
when we can
fight.
finally see Tea Coffee in action.
Oh my god, that's my
there's so
favorite
many
fucking
Grim,
episode. So
uh,
like, you
no,
find out the White Fang
and
is
that's also,
planning to attack the.
Neo pops up.
Yeah.
Yang's mom shows up. Who is the worst mom ever.
Ever.
More villains show up and all that.
No, I want to talk about my favorite fight scene real quick. And that's the freaking battle corgi.
I cannot with you.
Zwei
Zwei.
is the best. And this makes me believe that Zwei, I think...
So Zwei is
A corgi.
Ruby, Yang, and Tai is like kind of their dog. It's like their family pet, basically. But Zwei's a boss.
Zwei is a freaking boss. Based on what we have seen with 2 other characters that one of which we've touched on, I think Zwei is a person that can turn into a dog. Which would explain that he has a semblance. And that he can very easily follow orders and... Like, I understand that it's a dog and dogs are smart and all that shit, but I 100% believe that Zwei is a person that turned into a dog.
Hey Miles, send us an email at
We are correct.
weaboozepodcast@gmail.com.
But there is a scene where Oobleck, the professor that takes Team RWBY out on their first quote-unquote official mission, where the Grimm are attacking this train, and Oobleck just kind of looks at the dog, and the dog just understands.
And they just fucking have a battle fight on the train, on a moving train.
He
and the
literally
corgi-
just bashes the dog with his mace, and the dog catches on fire and just gets launched and kills a Grimm. That was
So-
my favorite freaking fight.
Anyway, in season 2, at the end of season 2, like, the White Fang is planned to attack. Was it Beacon or was it just the city?
No,
in
the
general?
city of Vacuo.
The White Fang planned to attack the city of Vacuo,
I think it's
which I believe is right next to Beacon Academy.
yeah.
It was supposed to be the initial charge.
Yes.
Yeah.
To lead
It was
these
gonna
up
be
on-
like, we're letting Grimm into the city. We have our own weapons. We are gonna fucking fuck you people
Well,
up.
this is also when they started touching on the fact that if a Grimm lives long enough, it starts to get smarter and evolves.
Yeah, Grimm can evolve. And then, season 2's big finale is, hey, all the Grimm bust into the city, and then all these teams, fucking Team Coffee, Team Juniper, and Team RWBY, you're all fucking fighting these Grimm.
Alongside some of the teachers as well, which is still pretty badass.
Yeah.
Glinda Goodwitch.
Yeah.
That's my sister's favorite character, Glinda.
So Glinda and Ozpin.
Ozpin is the chair. Glinda is basically fucking headmistress.
She's headmistress, but they're based off the Wizard
The Wizard of
The
Oz.
Wizard of Oz and the Glinda the Good Witch.
Yeah.
Like,
So, they're all fighting. Like, it's a really amazing battle scene. And the Caffeine, the soundtrack during that fight, during Team Coffee's.
Hype as fuck.
Caffeine! That is such a good fucking song!
my favorite part is Velveteen. She's about to go into the fight. and-
Okay, so Velvet.
Has probably the coolest semblance in RWBY, I think.
It's not a semblance.
It's really built up.
That's her weapon. We have not seen her semblance yet.
I'm pretty sure that's her semblance.
I'm like 99% sure
Yeah,
that's her
no, that's her semblance. Her semblance is to gather
So,
those. Anyway, Velvet's semblance / weapon and everything, her fighting abilities, are kept super secret until, is it season
Season
3
3.
that she
Season
reveals?
Season 3 in the assault on the
On
freaking
Beacon.
Yeah. So, like, during season 2, during that fight scene, Team Coffee's there, and Velvet's, like, getting ready to fight, and Coco's just like, no, honey.
You've worked a long time on that. You need to hold on to
You
that.
need to save that thing. And Velvet's like, oh, okay. And then fucking
Miles
Coco.
and Carrie, I swear to God, that was the biggest freaking cock tease.
That was such a cock tease. Because we were like, we get to see Velvet's thing. And then Coco's just like, no, honey, let me blow everything up with my fucking machine gun.
Minigun purse.
Oh, my
Suitcase, sorry, handbag.
Coffee is bae. Coco.
Coco.
Yeah, my ex-boyfriend was going to cosplay Yatsuhashi.
Yeah. So, Sons and I talked about this. Yatsuhashi is freaking huge.
He's like 6'7" or some bullshit.
Because there's a part in when there's this Grimm that shoots quills, and Velvet is hiding beneath Yatsuhashi, and he just takes his sword and puts it in front of her.
And he just takes his arm and covers her, and she like cowers under his arm in protection.
And
It's not even.
It's
It's
canon
not
that
even.
she's like 5 foot. She's like 5'7", 5'8",
Yeah.
and this dude towers
He's
over her.
fucking huge.
He's got
And,
easily
like,
2
I
feet.
thought
over.
about cosplaying him too, but like I fit the card and personality.
Oh,
much
yeah.
as well.
You're such a jackass.
I am a
cocky
douchebag.
jackass.
Yeah, the only thing, I'm a dick.
I took another drink. So season 3 starts. God, is that when the Vital Festival was announced?
Makes sense.
Yes, season 3 is when the Vital Festival starts.
Okay, so in season 3, the big build-up is the Vital Festival, which is a tournament, a battle tournament.
Between all the schools.
All the different academies that
So
are
to
out
put,
in the world.
to put it like this, Atlas is a military academy. Very much so.
It's a military weaponized mech academy. Also, my nose is getting stuffed up, so you know I'm fucking drunk. Beacon.
I think I messed up earlier. Beacon is Vale, I want to say, and then
Yeah.
Vacuo is different.
Yeah.
So
I don't
that
know.
was my bad.
Everyone has different schools. Each school has different focus.
Yeah.
It kind of covers because you made a character named Penny.
Back in season 1.
Back in season 1, and she becomes a friend of RWBY, and
Salutations.
salutations.
She's combat ready.
It really kind of covers, like, the undertone to all the racism and stuff is a militaristic,
Yeah.
like, how Atlas is advancing its military, and it's kind of intimidating to everyone, because Atlas is the lead exporter of military and security, and, like, you're starting to see more mechs and stuff, and it's almost like they're trying to retire Huntress and Huntresses.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we've got these big mechs and they can do it automatically.
Well, that's the thing is Ironwood. I'm pretty sure just wants to see none of his friends die ever again.
I think Ironwood is is he the headmaster?
He's the
or
head-
He's
he's
just
the-
the general.
Well, both.
Well, he's both. He's the big dude in charge of Atlas.
And people for the longest time thought he was going to be the big bad, which I mean,
He
there-
gives off that vibe. He gives off the
but
bad guy vibe.
I absolutely love Ironwood.
Yeah.
Like, just due to the fact that, like, I think the reason why he's doing all of this is because he doesn't want to see any of his friends die or anybody close to him get hurt ever again.
Again.
There was I can't remember it. There was something in season 3 at the very tail end where he's just like, I'm trying to do this to save everybody.
I think he's just trying to be heroic. And then, hey, Limes, you're being real quiet, buddy.
I'm drunk.
Yep.
Where were we?
We're talking about season 3 now.
That's a great season.
You should put your phone down.
I'm sorry.
You're being a terrible guest. No, I'm kidding. You're lovely. As you lick Captain Morgan. Anyway.
She's a nice lady.
So in season 3, they announced the Vital Festival, yeah?
Oh, yeah. And it is hype as fuck.
Yeah, they hyped that shit up.
Oh my god.
What
The coolest fights are in season 3.
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear.
What did they say was if you won the tournament, what was the...
Your school got a trophy that was made by all 4 schools.
It's basically just like, holy shit, we won the fucking Vital
It's
Festival!
a lot of pride.
It's like the
on
fucking
the
Super
line,
Bowl
and-
times
Yeah, and like the
1,000.
winner is revered as just like the greatest fighter in
in all of the
everyone, yeah,
world,
the
in all of
kingdom.
Remnant.
Everything. Yeah, it's a huge deal. Like the winner of it's just a fucking
Yeah.
boss, and like the winner is
And so
like
I
the
think-
heavily favored winner is Pyrrha by far because she's just so fucking
One thing
good
to
at
note
what she does.
About Pyrrha is that it kind of covers, when it gets to her character development, she's hailed as a prodigy.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she doesn't really agree with that. Like, she's like, yeah, I'm good at fighting, I'm good at what I do, but...
I absolutely love Pyrrha. I mean, she's
an
a
amazing
fantastic
character.
fighter.
Oh, finally,
She's super humble,
we're in the
though.
spoiler part, so I can
We're
describe
in
what
season
her name
3.
is. So,
oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Spoilers.
So, Pyrrha, her name is based off of the Pyrrhic ending, which is a self-sacrifice that you do, and you don't know whether or not the solution is going to be, but you sacrifice yourself in hopes that it's for the greater good.
Oh, that's fucked up. Monty, why?
So good. Yeah, so much
Damn.
thought went into her character.
That's so much thought. God
Yeah.
damn it,
Yeah.
Rooster Teeth.
Oh, Monty, man.
Monty,
Oh, I
baby.
fucking miss him.
Anyway, now that we're sad, so in case you couldn't figure that out, fucking Pyrrha dies at the end of season 3.
Surprise.
Surprise! So the Vital Festival goes on, and the military, the Atlas arc really kind of picks up, huh?
One thing that happens is the White Fang actually they commandeer some of the giant mech suits
Yeah,
that Atlas has
So
crafted.
Atlas has a robotic army, essentially, and the major flaw in that is it can be hacked.
yeah.
Easily.
And the White Fang / the villains.
Like, it was literally, I'm in.
My
Yeah.
girl Cinder, she's fucking hot.
Cinder is another villain. She's technically introduced in season 1, but
Yeah.
she doesn't really play a large part until...
2, she kind of is a little more.
She has an
And
after
then,
credits scene in season 2.
Yeah, and then season 3 is kind of really where
That's
she pops
her.
up.
She's like,
and-
fuck yes.
Oh yeah,
Season
And-
3 when they have the school dance.
that's 2.
Okay.
Yep.
That's the end of season 2.
It was
Because-
kind of mid-season 2, yeah.
That's when you get to see, like, Cinder's, like, fighting ability.
Oh,
Because she
yeah.
fights Ruby in the tower.
Yeah, the tower is very brief, and I feel like if that fight had kept going, that Cinder would have killed
Ooh,
Ruby
girl.
for sure. Because Cinder,
I love her weapon, though.
oh, it's so good looking. She's just
Cinder, baby.
She's
She's voiced by...
Jessica Negri.
Jessica Negri.
Jessica Negri.
Just as hot as her character.
I mean, I feel like if people are
Ah.
listening to this podcast, they would have known who Jessica Negri is. It's kind of hard to like be on the internet and not know. Like, if anything,
girl,
you've at least seen
if you haven't
her.
heard of Jessica Negri, Google the name Jessica in G.
Nigri.
Okay, there you go.
Nigri.
Nigiri.
Nigiri.
Anyway, she's hot. She knows it. She works it,
She has a
and her
Patreon.
character is hot. She has a Patreon. Go
Should
support
we
Patreon.
should we just plug hers real
Go
quick?
Plug a
support
Patreon,
Jessica Negri's
there you go.
Patreon.
Might as well just fucking make
It'll
all the
be in the
plugs now.
description. Thank you, Sober Sons. Anyway, season 3,
So many plugs here.
so season 2, what I liked about season 2 is I'm really into character shipping, alright?
Oh god!
And
So shipping in RWBY is a nightmare.
It's
Don't do it, because everything you love will be crushed.
because it's such an innocent show that the romance is not really like a main.
It's not like
It's a
sexy.
not a main
Like
point.
it's not
It's these are kids. These are
yeah.
high
They're
school,
literally they're
college
literally
students.
like in the first 3 seasons, the girls are 15, 16. No, 15.
I think they're
RWBY is 14, and the Yang, Weiss, and Blake are
I thought they were
15.
18.
No. After the time skip, they're 17 and 16.
I feel like they're older.
No.
Okay, whatever.
Team Coffee is. Team
Team-
Coffee is
Oh, they're like
essentially-
seniors.
Yes.
They're like seniors. They've been there for 4 years or whatever. With season 3, season 2, I'm sorry. They get into a little bit of like teen crushing with Pyrrha and Jean.
Oh man.
And
Well,
Jean
so
crushes
Jean
on
first
Weiss.
yeah,
And
Pyrrha's crushing
Weiss
on
is just
Jean.
like, ew, fuck you. Because Weiss is a fucking snob.
Snow
And
Queen.
Wise is
Snow
crushing on
Queen.
Neptune.
Yeah, Weiss kind of crushes on
Hashtag Team Frozen
the
Planet.
dumb.
Okay, so I just want to talk
hottie.
about this, and I know it's my favorite thing. Carrie, when he announced that he was going to be in the show, he said during I think it was like an RTX panel for RWBY.
It absolutely
He
was.
said, my character is going to be as much like me as possible, like looks and everything. And then when they announced him, I want you, future sons, go ahead and throw up a picture of Carrie.
Hey, Carrie.
Now throw up a picture of Neptune. Carrie, you piece of shit.
Carrie, we love you,
That
baby.
lying sack of shit.
So, season 2 gets into a little bit of like, there's school crushing. Is season 2 where the food fight scene is?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the opener of
That
season
is
2 is the food
10
fight.
out of 10 fight.
Because
Um,
literally they all grab weapons or
They grab food,
yeah,
that
that
is
looks like their
similar to
weapons.
their weapons.
Yeah, Yang has fucking
And they have a
2
fucking
rotisserie chickens on her fists, and she's punched the shit out of
Fucking
things.
Nora puts a pole through a watermelon and has a
Watermelons.
hammer
Watermelon hammer,
and throws sodas as grenades.
Red
because,
uses leaks.
Yeah.
there was bread in there somewhere. I don't fucking remember.
I think,
Weiss had the baguette.
That's right.
yeah, because she uses a rapier.
Looked delicious.
Anyway,
I want fucking bread now.
Yeah, dude, right?
go get some bread.
We
So
don't
season
have bread, though.
3
I've got,
obviously builds up to the
Spicy
Vital
Cool Ranch
Festival.
Doritos that I made, but
I'll stab you. Season 3 leads up to the Vital Festival.
yes.
And I believe it starts off as a team on team on team on team tournament style, right? And then it goes to doubles and then singles.
I'm trying to remember who was in the opener.
Well, I know it's Team
I know-
RWBY.
It was also Team Sun.
Hang on, let me
It was Sun's team.
pull up the roster real quick. Vital
No,
Festival
yeah, it was Team Sun. Yeah.
It doesn't open with
list.
It doesn't open with them, but they're in the 4v4.
them. They are, yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can find out.
No, I don't think there was a fight in episode 1.
No.
They
No,
teases
no.
the-
No,
it
we're
teases
talking
the
about
very-
how season 3 was built up to the Vital Festival.
So the main teams that we know is
Okay, so round 1 was Team RWBY versus, oh, and by the way, like, Cinder's, like, henchmen fucking enrolled in school as a team. So there was Team RWBY versus Team Auburn, which is just a random fucking team.
it was another
that-
team from a different school. Or,
Oh,
That doesn't
they're
exist.
so non-memorable. Anyway, so it's like a team-on-team style tournament. They've got, like, Penny's team versus Team Cardinal, Team
Which
RWBY
Card-
versus Team...
freaking Cardin's team got wrecked.
Oh, wait, no, that was round 2. So, yeah, round 2 is doubles. So the winners of round 1 get to go to... they pick 2 members of their team, and those participate in 2 versus 2. In which RWBY's team is paired up against Team Funky.
That
Which-
was a really cool fight.
That was the one that broke the color scheme.
Which one?
funky is not a color.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue that it's like,
yeah, but
psychedelic.
that one was also, that team was very, very meta.
Yeah.
Just as Rooster Teeth as a whole.
Yeah.
Um,
Team Funky, which, oh god, Team Funky is just, that's such a fun fight. The two people
the
that
soundtrack is awesome.
it's
And, like,
Yang and Weiss versus Neon
Cole
and
and
Flint.
Cole.
Flint Cole and
Fucking
Neon Cat.
Neon Cat.
And Neon Cat is literally fucking Neon Cat.
Who has, she has dust and nunchucks.
Yeah.
She has roller skates, has rainbows floating behind her.
No, that's her semblance is rainbows.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
she's super speeds.
Yeah.
Troll as fuck.
It's amazing.
You're just a little top heavy.
And then
Oh, man.
Flint Cole is this fucking smooth jazz trumpet player whose semblance is to, like, make basically clones of himself, I guess.
Yeah, they're like very
But each-
the stronger clones. They're much
he-
more corporeal and like they generate more power.
He creates a quartet. His weapon is a fucking trumpet.
It's a dust trumpet.
The trumpet has dust imbued in it to where when he plays certain pitches or notes, like it does different things. And
the music in that fight
Oh,
is
yeah.
incredible.
Never miss a beat, never
and
miss a beat.
they didn't think that Jeff Williams was going to be able to pull it off. But he was like, guys, let me workshop this. I'll come back with something great. And he did. And he fucking nailed it.
It is a payoff. I listen to that song all of the time.
Yeah, I'll randomly just like look it up on YouTube and just have to pull it
It's
up.
great.
As a side note, the songs that I listen to the most are Boop.
Yeah, Nora song.
I listen to Red Like Roses parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to the Burn remix.
Yep.
And I listen to Caffeine all the time.
All the time.
And then those other ones are kind of spattered in.
They
Like,
just
Dream
released
Come
the season
True.
4
Dream Come
soundtrack.
True makes me fucking cry.
Yeah, I can't listen to that one.
Because that's a pure and
makes
Jean
me
song.
cry, and I'm a heartless bastard.
My favorite team from the
We should make a note that Pure is not dead yet. She's participating in the Vinyl
Yes.
Festival.
Yeah.
my favorite team, Sun's team, Team Sun, because they're all just,
SSSN.
yeah. So it's Sun, Scarlet, Sage, and Neptune. Of course, like we said earlier, Sun is based on Sun Wukong, the Chinese god. Scarlet is actually based on Peter Pan and Scarlet. He's based on Peter Pan. And then they haven't really specified who Sage is based off.
Don't you mean he's based off Captain Hook because he's a fucking pirate?
No, he's based off of Peter Pan.
Pull up a picture of him. He looks like fucking Captain Hook.
It's the same shit. Same universe, it's fine.
Oh, Peter Pan in Scarlet. What the fuck is that? I've never heard
It's
of
a
that in
UK.
my life.
It's a UK book about Peter Pan.
Anyway, go ahead.
But Scarlet is Gavin, and it just the fact that they put Michael, they put Michael and Gavin. If you guys know anything about Achievement Hunter, they put Michael and Gavin's characters on the same team. Just is absolutely the best.
That makes me so happy. And then Scarlet Sun.
Sage. We haven't got to see Sage do much, or like hardly anything, because in his fight he was the
I
first
feel
one to-
like their team, the Vital Festival, I felt like a lot of the teams were kind of cobbled together. Like, there was no time to interact with any of the teams, really, other than in the battlefield.
Yeah.
But even then, it was like a 5-minute fight, and then it was over. And then Neptune is... Oh, God, Neptune.
Neptune is based off.
Weren't they
the
fighting
Roman
like
god
a
Neptune.
team of Lolitas?
Yeah, like 100%. Like girls in dresses. Like one girl, her dress is literally lined with knives.
Yeah. So the doubles team, Yang and Weiss, and then it goes to singles, and you have only 2 fights before the tournament is called to a close due to bad things.
Black magic fuckery.
You have Yang versus Mercury Black, which Mercury was one of Cinder's goons.
So, fun fact: Mercury is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, who
Yuri
voices
Lowenthal.
Sasuke.
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 Sasuke. Soge.
Sasuke. From Naruto.
Duck butt hair.
Duck butt hair.
So it's Yang versus Mercury, but Yang has not Yang. Mercury's semblance or power or whatever was to
She can create illusions, like make you see things. No,
that's Emerald.
No, Mercury's is we haven't seen Mercury semblance.
No. I think his is
I don't think we
Hang on,
have.
let me
We have not seen Mercury
let me
semblance.
double check before we start fucking. Let me pause this Transformers ad real quick. Fighting style. He kicks. He's got got shotgun boots.
He has a break style fighting style.
Yeah, he break dances basically. Let me just
I don't think we've seen it.
semblance. Use her semblance.
Oh, we should also mention that Pyrrha's semblance is polarity. She's Magneto.
Mercury
It has not
semblance
been
is
talked
not
about
in-
or shown.
Okay, well, cool. That'll be an interesting thing. Now that
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. But like we said, Pyrrha can manipulate polarity.
Metal.
So,
She can control poles.
oh my god.
Control
Limes.
poles.
I'm about to put you in a coconut and shake you all up.
It's a quote from the show. Ruby says it.
Anyway, so round 1 is Yang versus Mercury.
Yes.
And Emerald, the other henchman, with Cinder. So it's Cinder, Emerald, who is she's a hot mama.
Cinder, Emerald, Mercury, and Neo.
Neo?
Neo is the
Neo
Oh,
Blaster.
yeah, she's the mute one. She, Emerald's semblance is she can create illusions. So their whole evil plot in season 3 is to fuck over the Vital Festival, and I think it's to allow the White Fang to intervene, right? It's just to
unleash
take
the
out.
Grim.
Yeah.
It's just to take out the people that were giving them trouble, like Pyrrha and Team RWBY. Do not put that in there. That's what she said.
That's a bad idea while drunk.
Anyway, you should wait. So in round 1, Yang's fighting like normal. Like Yang,
So in
Even though
every
she's
fight,
berserk,
Yang
she's-
100% relies on her semblance.
Yeah.
Every fight.
yeah, she just goes berserk and she takes care of things. Brute forces it, which isn't inherently a bad thing, and it makes her fights.
So it should be noted that technically Cinder's faction is Roman Torchwick, Neapolitan, Emerald, and Mercury.
yeah, those crew.
Team C.
So Emerald is in the audience, and Emerald uses her semblance to create an illusion of the fight between Yang and Mercury.
No, it was the tail end.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah.
But like she cast the illusion over the entire audience, which is really impressive, and she was really worn out after it.
No, it was just
No,
Yang.
it was just Yang.
It was just Yang.
What Yang saw was Mercury jump at her after the fight was finished, and he was trying to attack her.
Yeah. Well, the rest of the audience just saw her shoot him in cold blood.
Just straight in
Yeah,
the
but break his leg and thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't actually break his leg.
Because they're metal.
Oh yeah, and the audience didn't know it was a metal leg.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
So what happened was, from a long distance, Emerald fucking cast her semblance on Yang, made Yang see Mercury's movements wrong, and thus, quote unquote, break his leg accidentally, like in fucking cold-blooded murder, while he had been, quote unquote, trying to surrender or something. To the audience, it looked like she just fucking straight up
like after
broke
the fight,
the rules. Like, in the tournament, you're not, like, the tournament is friendly. Like, yeah, it's a battle tournament, but you're not killing, you're not hurting people.
It's the fight ends when your aura depletes.
When your shields deplete.
Yep.
Or you get knocked out of the ring.
because if your aura is gone, you can't use your semblance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what happens is, like, people are like, oh, Mercury's been defeated, and then Yang just fucking breaks his leg.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't see it that way. She sees him as still attacking her. And so she's basically framed. And she's just like, what the fuck? So she's disqualified. And Mercury's like carted off by henchmen. Disguised as doctors. And then the next fight begins, which is Pyrrha versus Penny. And in season 2, when they're talking about all the military stuff, Penny reveals to Ruby that she's like a robot. Penny's a robot. She was built by
General
Ironwood.
General Ironwood to basically be an advanced fighting machine. Because, I mean, they have their robot army and everything, but what they lacked was, you know, common sense and semblance.
Personality.
Yeah.
So
Salutations!
Penny is actually based on Pinocchio, and that episode between it's called PvP, but another name is No Strings Attached.
Yeah. And so during the Pyrrha and Penny fight, it turns out that Cinder's crew rigged the match so that
Because
Pyrrha
Cinder
would
was-
go up against Penny.
Because Cinder put a virus in the computer systems where she can control who fights who.
Yeah. And so she did the Yang versus Mercury on purpose to get Yang out of the tournament and get Team RWBY disqualified. And then she put Pyrrha and Penny against each other because no one except RWBY knew that Penny was a robot. Right?
Yep.
And so when Pyrrha went to go use her semblance,
Again, Emerald fucks with Pyrrha's mind, or fucks with the contestant's mind, and Penny's doing some crazy awesome attack where she's about to just unleash hell on Pyrrha, but because Emerald is a hoe.
oh,
So Penny's weapon is swords that she can summon, that she can control.
they're basically
With
attached by
wires,
strings. Yeah.
So,
Emerald makes Pyrrha see that there's like tens upon thousands of more swords than there actually are
So when Pyrrha does a counterattack
with her semblance.
with her semblance, which
is polarity
metal,
against metal.
she just goes all out, just completely
She doesn't hold
forces
back.
everything back at her. And what she ended up doing was putting too much on it because there was such little in actuality, but what she saw was so much.
Yeah, since Pyrrha was so strong, like when Pyrrha was like, "Oh fuck, there's 10,000 blades coming at me. I need to use my full strength of my semblance," and it ended up completely
Just crushed Penny. Just
Literally,
She's a robot, so she's made of metal.
and the wires ended up spooling back around Penny and just split
Crushing
her,
her.
crushed
She
her.
was dismembered. And so that was like a serious, like, holy fucking shit.
like the
she
whole
just-
the whole thing of like
Because it was
Yang,
like Pyrrha just killed someone.
Yeah.
so the whole thing with like Yang breaking Mercury's leg, because we had no idea what was going on as audience as the episodes are coming out.
We're just like,
that's when we
"Ah!"
knew that the show was starting to take a turn. And then when Penny just gets literally
Just
dismembered.
Oh.
like I remember watching that episode
She
with Wine.
doesn't have a line when she's dismembered, I don't think.
She just
But
fucking
they
is
did
dead.
record lines, and one of the ones that like they really debated was just in her last words. She just says, "But why?"
Oh.
Oh yeah, I got chills
Fucked
just like
up.
when I said that. And they mentioned that at the panel last year, and like and there was another line that wasn't as heart wrenching, but it was still just like damn.
And so I'm not sure if the festival ended right there, or
What happened was that's when
the White Fang came in, right?
well no so the beginning of the next episode was the end of PvP.
Well,
But
no,
from
because they
Ruby's-
called
no,
But,
from
yeah,
Ruby's
Ruby was trying to stop
point of view.
Mercury.
yeah, because they called an end to the tournament there.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
but
did.
like,
Even
like
though
I said,
there were more fights.
That's when the
to go on.
military stepped in, and then
They
the
were like,
takeover
"This
happened.
shit's too serious."
like shit hit the fan as soon
but
as
technically,
it happened.
and this sucks.
It
And
was
this hurts to
100
think
miles
about.
an hour at that point. It was crazy.
The thing that hurts the most to think about is they are like technically Pyrrha's team's not disqualified because she didn't kill anybody. Because
yeah,
that girl was just a robot,
because Penny wasn't considered a person.
which hurts.
Yeah. The season just kind of goes crazy from there. Like, Cinder's team gets in, like, they infiltrate, and all this kind of crazy shit.
Now, keep in mind that between not between each episode, but every now and then they'd release something called the World of Remnant episodes.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
basically they were lore-filled episodes, but they would pretty much allude to what was going to happen in the next episode. Mainly with the four maidens.
Yeah, they talked about a lore of Remnant called the Four Maidens. Go ahead and explain that because it's very confusing to me.
So pretty much there are these. The king, pretty much.
Ancient times.
Yeah, king bestowed, I guess, these four girls, super powerful, well, of course, powers, and it's just they were to be the
He
protectors
made them
of.
basically demigods.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Lime can explain it better than I can.
He's the protectors. They're the four maidens are the protectors. They're like each based off a season, right?
Yes.
Winter, spring, summer, fall.
And these four were created by, and there hasn't really been a lot of details. A lot of people think that it's Ozpin.
Well, it's okay. I'll get into that later because I have the theory for that.
There's a lot of different theories and stuff, but it's all just pure speculation. There hasn't really been any clear details, but all we know is that these four maidens were created and that they are just incredibly powerful. And the power is transferred. I don't know if you guys mentioned this.
Yeah, no, not yet. We haven't.
So the power is transferred. Like if that person dies,
they choose a new host.
The last person that they thought of is who gains the power from them. So if it's a peaceful death. Sometimes you'll be like, my daughter. I love you so much. Goodbye. And then they'll die, and then the power is transferred to the daughter. But what ended up happening is people sought out this power. And they found that if you killed the person,
You would be the last person on
then
that
you would be
person.
the last person that was going through the thought. So you would gain the power.
Yeah, which is basically what Cinder's crew was trying to do. Is they were looking for the Maiden of Fall, Autumn, or whatever.
Yes.
And then they got like a tip off or something. They had reason to believe that the Maiden was kept in Beacon.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why during the Vital Festival, they were like, we're going to cause so much chaos at the Vital Festival that we can break into Beacon and find this maiden. And
Is season 3 when Crow comes in?
Yes.
Yes.
He's introduced at the very
Winter
first
is
episode.
too.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, their fight's awesome.
Weiss's older sister, Winter, is introduced. And then Ruby's uncle, Crow, is also introduced. And he plays a large part in seasons 3 and 4.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
He's like not only a...
There's just so much to this show.
There's so much to the show, but we're just gonna have to kind of like trust us. Crow plays a huge part, and he's voiced by Vic Mignogna.
And for those of you that don't know who Vic Mignogna is, you probably know him as Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist.
Or Tamaki from Orin High School Hoax Club. Or shit like that.
I just want to say, when we were at the RWBY panel, when Lime heard Vic's real voice compared to Crow's voice...
So, Crow talks like this.
He's a drunkard. He's
always
very...
drinking booze.
And Vic talks like this.
Vic talks like this. And so I think
Lime's face, like...
at the RWBY
I
panel,
have never been so disappointed.
it's like, why doesn't he talk like a badass?
Yeah, like I was like, oh man, he should have a cool voice and everything.
They were like, we have Crow's voice actor backstage, and then Vic comes out like, hey guys!
I was like, what the fuck?
I mean, Vic does a fantastic job at what he does.
He's a great voice actor.
Yeah.
I will say that after hearing his real voice. He's a great voice actor.
He's got a wide range. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. So Crow plays a big part in things. And... oh god, there's so much to season 3. Season 3 is so fucking massive. That's what she said.
There's complexity, there's a lot of arcs and stuff.
The villains are really good at what they do.
Yeah, oh man.
They're like, we're going to cause distractions here, we're going to do this, we're going to draw attention away from us
what's
here.
What's so awesome about it is it's so calculated.
Everything is calculated. It's amazing.
So in season 3...
Hashtag calculated.
Pretty much, Crow tells Pyrrha, hey, you're the only one... you need to go find Ozpin. This is as the school's under attack.
Yeah, the school becomes under attack because don't they like hack the robot army?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, and so when Pyrrha kills Penny, so we mentioned this earlier, the Grimm feed off of fear. So when that happened,
Everyone was
the stadium
terrified.
just became just rank with
And
fear.
Hun-
it
like,
does-
4
does-
nations worth of people were terrified.
Well, does it also help that Ironwood's like, that's a sign of war. You just killed because Penny was
Yeah.
Penny would. It's essentially Ironwood.
Penny
is
was a person.
to put it like this: if Penny is Pinocchio, Ironwood was Geppetto.
Yep.
Like
So Ironwood,
he was like, all right, that's
the
an act
head
of
of
war.
the military, was like,
So when that happened, the
Piers just
Grimm
announced war.
just stormed in and just started to fuck shit up.
And
that's
then-
when that's when
and
it
then
see,
the bots took over, and then even more.
Yeah, the
chaos
villains
ensued.
hacked out the bots.
and then
And it's such an epic, like,
then
it's like 3 episodes
It's
long.
chaotic.
Just hectic chaos.
It's
but there are
chaos.
some of the
Fucking
best
beautiful.
fight scenes came out of that.
Yeah,
Bunny Ex Machina.
yeah, that was incredible.
Yeah, this is where Velvet's semblance / power / what the fuck ever
Finally
is
revealed.
So
revealed.
yes, I think her semblance is copying.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
her
the-
semblance is
it's-
copying,
it's
and
a
her
weapon-
weapon is her box.
Is hard light is what it's called.
Yeah.
Because
So
Velvet,
what happens
Velvet
is-
takes pictures of everything.
She has a camera that she carries around. And when she sees someone use a power or something, she can channel her semblance into that camera and essentially
Perfectly mimic their fighting style.
mimic their fighting. And what she uses to fight is that box, the camera, will project something called hard light, which she will create the person she saw, like, she can store hundreds or whatever.
To put it like this, if you guys don't know what hard light is, the Tron cycles, the trail they leave behind the bikes, that's hard light.
Or you could think of, like, the energy swords from Halo.
Or hell, even lightsabers. Like
It's hard. Well, I see.
it's physical. It's a physical embodiment of light.
Yeah. Anyway, she creates their weapons and copies their fighting styles. So at one point, like, she has this hard light copy of Ruby's scythe that is perfectly mimicking a fight scene that Ruby did early in the series. And
the pose that she does is actually from the Red trailer.
yeah.
It's
so
all amazing.
All of the moves she do,
Boo-doo.
are exact just animations that have been copied over from.
Yeah, they just put
what
her
Monty had
model
done.
on.
And it's such an awesome tribute, and like I kind of teared up a little seeing.
Oh,
this.
It
It's
is a
like-
great tribute
That was
to Monty.
like aside from Battle Corgi, like Battle Corgi is like my favorite comedic fight, but my actual like favorite fight, like all
Is
out
Velvet.
brawl, is Bunny Ex Machina.
Really.
Yes.
I think my favorite fight might be Crow versus Winter.
Well, that's just because you got a schnee boner.
Schneeboner.
Fair.
Anyway, so it's the Battle of Beacon.
It's
That's-
titled The Fall
that's-
of Beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, like, this ancient Grimm is awoken.
Yep.
Which is a giant dragon. Because of all of the fear in the air. And then when the Grimm start attacking and the bots start
I think it
attacking
literally comes out of
civilians,
the mountain.
Yeah.
it literally cracks itself out of a mountain.
Well, because they thought they're like, oh, because they're always talking about, man, the mountain's been more active lately. The volcano is what they keep. They're like, is it gonna erupt? And then the giant dragon Grimm erupts from it.
As
like,
it's flying over, like it's basically like
And
ODST dropping more Grimm. It's so cool.
Yeah, it attacks Beacon, and Beacon's literally crumbling. And all of the students are trying to save it. Ozpin's trying to save it. Glinda's trying to save. Everyone is just
Yeah,
fighting
all
and
hands
fighting
on
and fighting.
deck.
All hands are on deck, and it's amazing.
I think one of the reasons why.
Fucking ingenuity of Ironwood's gun.
Oh God.
So
What? You're
So-
wasting
well, yeah,
time.
sorry. To
I was
explain why
literally
love
building up, and
Bunny-
it was great, and then you just went.
Well, you guys cut me off earlier. One of the reasons why I think Velvet's fight is not just because of Velvet, because of Weiss. Because this is when you see that the semblances can evolve themselves. Weiss's family has a family trait to their semblances where they can summon through their glyphs,
Yeah, that's a family trait. That's a special twist on the semblance.
and that's how they initially start showing that families do have similar
well,
semblances.
I guess the copying of semblances is through the Schnee family. You can see that they copy. Oh, anyway, so back to the Battle of Beacon. Everything's getting fucking built up.
So, like, I love that everyone has this super complex weapon and everything, and then there's Ironwood. It's literally just a pistol, and like, everyone was always joking that it's a gun.
My gun is also a gun.
But like, it's just a pistol, and he's just like pistol whipping people.
It is
so funny.
It is a Colt 45 Magnum, and they're like, all right, cool. What's going to be the physical form of it? And he's just pistol
the physical
whipping.
form is a pistol whip. Like, it's like so anticlimactic, but it's so awesome. At
It's
the
just
same
so
time.
bad
because
that you see this man
it's
just walk
so Ironwood. Like it just fits him perfectly.
He just walk into this like smoke and flame-filled battlefield, and he just pistol whips a Beowulf and just jumps at him, and Keith doesn't stop walking. Like,
oh, it's so great. He just composed you through that whole thing. It's just like, fuck yeah.
I guess we haven't really talked much about Ozpin, but
because there's just so much to talk about.
he's
That's why I
so
love
vague
this show.
too.
Yeah,
We haven't even
Ozpin's
touched
shady
season
as
4
fuck
yet.
the whole time.
well,
Ozpin's shady. You know there's more to his character, but he's like he comes off as like the gentle headmaster, you know?
he's very much so the Dumbledore figure.
But
Dumbledore.
the whole time he's talking about all these mistakes that he's made, and that he's had a very long life, and even still in season 4, we still don't know a lot about him, but we do.
Yeah.
It's just his characters might be the most complex in the entirety of RWBY.
And then let's see. So Fall of Beacon, everything's happening. Fucking shit's going crazy. The villains get down into the basement below Ozpin's office, and
Where Crow and Ozpin took Pyrrha.
yeah. So Crow finds Pyrrha. He's like, "Holy shit, Beacon's falling. We need you to come with us, and you're the prodigy. You need to take over for the Fall Maiden.
So pretty
Like,
much they had
We
found,
have her
but they put her in
she's-
cryostasis.
because she was pretty much dying.
Yeah.
I think they had mentioned that like
So
Cinder's team had attacked her before and,
Yeah, and-
almost killed her.
when she was dying, the reason why Cinder's so powerful is because Cinder actually already has half of the Fall Maiden's powers.
Yeah.
But
So she is like half dead.
when Crow, Winter, and Ozpin intervened, they were able to put her in a cryostasis where she wasn't completely dead, and Cinder couldn't get all of the powers.
But it was enough to like knock Cinder's boots around a little bit and go wah. And so
I
they
got
were able
Bruce
to
and Cinder.
they were able to get away with her, and they stored her in the basement. They
And
were
that's
like,
exactly how
okay,
it is.
Pyrrha, we need you to take the other half of the powers. Like,
So literally,
she's already dead meat.
literally what they're gonna do is like, if this works, when she wakes up, you will be the last person that we will make sure that you are the only person that she sees. You're gonna get the other half of the Fall powers, and if you take out Cinder, you will be the new Fall Maiden.
And then they wake the Fall Maiden up.
And as soon as they wake her up, that's when. So Cinder's weapon is two scimitars, but they change into a bow.
Yeah, they can like piece together and it becomes a bow, and
Yeah,
it's just
so they
good
Crow and Ozpin
looking.
have
Aesthetic.
they
as
have Pyrrha
fuck.
down next to the cryostasis. Like the building is literally crumbling around them, and Pyrrha gets the powers. Yeah,
No,
no.
because literally as the transfer is about to happen, Cinder shoots the original Fall Maiden through the chest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So the last thing that the Fall Maiden remembers is Cinder originally attacking her.
Because she was just put in cryostasis, so like her memories were frozen. Like, I'm in the middle of dying, and so Cinder came in and finished her off.
Yep.
And then, so of course, Cinder was the last thing on her mind. So Cinder got the full powers,
Yeah.
and Pyrrha is like really fucking kind of torn about it because Pyrrha's like, I was the prodigy. I was supposed to like be the savior here, and I can't.
Also, keep in mind, Jean has no idea what's going on. The last Jean saw was Pyrrha kissed him, and she's like, I will be right
Pyrrha's
back.
had a crush on Jean forever, and Pyrrha just kisses him and is like,
And John's
I'll be
blind
back.
as
And Jean's
fuck.
like,
I would go after Pyrrha
what?
so hard.
Yeah, because
I
Jean
have
was
a lot
still
of
kind of
waifus in
like,
this show.
Jean was still pretty much hung up on Weiss. Like, he was
Yeah,
getting over it,
so
and
much
he
on
was like
Weiss.
starting to crush on Pyrrha too.
And like when he finally is like, oh yeah, I love Pyrrha.
I love Pyrrha.
She
like,
goes and dies, and it's funny as shit.
Because Pyrrha's like, I have to try to stop Cinder.
Yep.
Like, even though she's got
And
all of
hence-
this
hence
power
the
now,
Pyrrhic ending.
and they have a fight at the top of Beacon,
So
And
they're duking it out on top of Beacon. The dragon is circling them. Ruby's trying to get up. No, Ruby's actually.
So
Ruby's
this is
fighting
what I
the
almost
dragon.
spoiled earlier. All right. So Ruby's semblance is speed. All right. She's late to fucking everything.
called irony. I really
It's
would.
so her semblance is fucking speed. Wise is hoping to speed her up too. Ruby's like hauling ass to the top of Beacon Tower.
She's
where,
like,
where
I
Cinder
see.
and Pyrrha are duking it out.
I
And,
just, I want to point out, and it's if you can find the GIF, please put it on there. Her fucking pogo scythe.
Boing. Boing.
But it's an awesome fight between Cinder and Pyrrha. It's super close. Lots of just creativity with
It's
Pyrrha's
so
semblance
amazing.
and just Cinder, just her raw, just power is just incredible to see. And
But
then,
she's still not like totally sure how to use it.
yeah.
But
So
like,
she's
yeah,
like,
Pyrrha was holding her own. But that's
it's just raw power
Oh,
at that
it's
point.
fantastic.
Because she doesn't know how to actually manipulate her power or use it
and then,
properly.
And then Pyrrha is just so good at what she does. Like
Pyrrha
she
is, you know,
she's a legitimate prodigy. Like it's just incredible.
I feel like prodigy might not be even the word we're looking
Yeah,
for.
Prodigy.
it's more than that.
Prodigy?
It's so much more
Prodigy.
than that. She's just
Whatever.
switch the D and the
incredible.
G.
And then
It's I mean,
as soon as Ruby gets to the top, she gets just in time to see Pyrrha just get shot through the heart, and she was
and
too
you're
late.
to blame. You give love a bad name.
And as soon as that happens, so episode 1, this is a huge deal. First comment Ospen ever says to Ruby is, "You have silver eyes."
Yeah, in episode
and-
1 of season 1,
Yeah, and that's just
Ospen
so,
says,
and like,
you have silver eyes.
you know,
and
early on, you're just like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. And then season 3, you find out how significant
as soon as
that
she
is.
sees Pyrrha die, Ruby has like this fucking explosion of
she
power.
goes Saiyan, and like we can't,
Her,
we,
you
don't see what happens.
her silver eyes
It's-
start glowing, and she just like shoots out fucking Super Saiyan.
Yeah, it's just this like bright light that just poof,
she just fucking.
and then it cuts to black,
It just cuts to black.
and you're like,
Holy
Fuck.
shit!
So I want to point out something. Pyrrha's symbol is the shield flying with like the wind being cut around it. When Pyrrha died, it's because Cinder shot an arrow.
in her Achilles.
Well,
She got shot in the Achilles.
well, yeah, she was already down on the ground, but Cinder shot another arrow.
Oh yeah, yeah.
She threw her shield, but Cinder has the ability to pretty much disassemble her arrow into particles and then reassemble it.
Yeah, so she threw her shield,
Just the
but the
symbols-
wind went around it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Her
But also
Achilles heel was
sad at
there
the same
the
time.
whole
See,
time.
but I'm a bad person. I want Cinder to win.
I'm curious, like with season
But-
4. So it cuts to black, and then between season 3 and 4, there's what, a 2-year time skip?
Yes, 2
Something
years.
like that. Season 3 ends. It kind of cuts back, and like
We have
Ruby.
sobered up.
Yeah, we
I
have.
have realized.
That's how long we've been doing this.
But
Whatever, I'm not drinking anymore.
Yeah.
I know
Uh,
it's Weabooze. I mean, I'm still sipping on my mics and things like that, but.
But like
You've
you
got
know,
a whole
Ruby
time.
wakes up and like kind of Crow explains it to her.
Oh,
like,
we
what
didn't even
exactly
talk
happens.
about the White Fang also attacking during the Fall of Beacon.
yeah.
oh yeah, hey, by
And-
the way, the White Fang attacks as well.
It's a cluster.
The White Fang attacks, and Yang goes to confront Adam, the lead of the White Fang,
Oh,
as we mentioned.
Why? How did we skip this?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me pour your booze back
Oh,
in your
yeah.
bottle.
You're
real
much
quick.
better at that than I am.
You had
So-
so much booze out.
I know it was a bad idea. But Yang gets super cocky against Adam because you know she's coming out of the Vital Festival. She's fucked everyone up with her semblance and everything.
And she also wants to make. She's really fucked up because she's like, I fucking broke someone's leg. What the fuck?
No, at this point she realizes, like, when she sees Mercury walking around, she realizes that she didn't.
Yeah.
She got played hard.
And so she immediately goes berserk. She's
Yep.
really fucked up about it.
So Yang's already been hyper aggressive this whole time, so she just gets cocky and rushes Adam.
She
And
doesn't
This
use
is the
her brain.
shit that blew my mind. All right, she had her aura active, and aura's supposed to just block all incoming damage. But Adam is just like, "What up, girl?" and cuts her arm off through the aura. Just click.
Yeah, she just goes for
Like
a
it's-
punch and then just
like it's
her
butter.
fucking arm is gone.
It's fucking crazy. Like, blew my fucking mind. Like, I don't know what the fuck he does. We still don't know. But
I think
like,
it's something with his swords.
It's
I
gotta
feel like he
be.
can
That-
channel his semblance through his swords or something.
Well, see, he's so much of an edgelord.
Anyway, so
Excuse me.
Weiss's arm gets chopped off. And so season 4 comes around. RWBY has gone off with the remnants of Team Juniper.
So at that point, they become Team Ranger, and there's a lot of debate in the show as to what they're gonna call themselves, and it's so funny because even like at the panel last year, there was a lot of debate about what it was. So the writers are like, you know what, let's put this in the show. It's so funny.
It should be mentioned that at the end of season 3, the girls went their separate way.
Yeah, they like the fall of Beacon came around. They couldn't go to school anymore.
Yeah, Blake fucked off.
Ozpin was missing, so the school was just like, what the fuck?
Blake
fucked
knew.
off. Yeah.
Blake
Yang is just super depressed the whole time because she lost an arm.
Blake was torn apart because of the White Fang, and she was like, I have to leave to protect the people I love because I only bring sadness. That stereotypical bullshit.
Yeah.
Yang was dealing with literally missing a limb.
Yeah. She was
and
disarmed.
That's...
Ow!
RWBY's innocent. She just wants to fucking help.
RWBY's like, I want to fix shit, but Yang's being so distant and just depressed and...
Season 3 ends with RWBY dropping off Yang at their dad's house, and that's when you first finally meet.
She didn't even drop her off.
Yeah.
No,
No,
RWBY
she's there
stays
for a
there the
while.
night.
Yeah,
RWBY stays for a long
RWBY
time
got
and then
knocked the fuck out and
decides.
woke
Just
up.
RWBY
to
was
leaves.
hurt a lot because she didn't. That silver eyes thing fucked her up.
Yeah, she passed
So
out.
she had to recover.
Like, Crow had to go up to the top of the tower to grab
Yeah,
RWBY.
Crow grabbed her and saved
Yeah.
her.
And while he was up there, he also grabbed Pyrrha's crown and weapons and stuff.
Yeah, that was also confirmed at the panel because in season 4, Jean gets some new armor made, and it's made out of Pyrrha's.
You okay, buddy?
And season 4 is a cry fest, okay?
Whoever does the captions for season 4 is absolute shit. Because if you go onto YouTube and watch it with closed captions, Bull, the blacksmith that they come across that's reforging Jean's armor, is like, hey, that's some really nice metal that you got me. Where'd you get it? And Jean's like, oh, I got it from a friend. And in captions it goes, audience cries.
And then, so season 4, they all go their separate ways. Blake just kind of fucks off. Weiss has to go back to her family because she can't go to school.
Yeah.
She goes back to, I think they're based in Atlas.
Yeah. Yes.
So she goes back to Atlas, which is very far away. RWBY teams up with the remnants of Team Juniper. And Yang is, like, Atlas or Ironwood or someone sends her a prosthetic arm, but she just can't bring herself to use it.
Mm-mm.
And so, from what I've watched, my voice is going out. We're at 2:10. From what I've watched of season 4, obviously I didn't finish it.
Still can't believe you haven't finished it.
Yeah, it just wasn't, like, after season 3, I was so fucked up, I was just like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
That's true, because I guess you didn't finish season 3 until, like, right before season 4 started.
Yeah, it was just so, like, season 3 was so jarring
It was.
that to follow up would just kind of, like...
Pyrrha was one of your favorites, right?
Pyrrha was bae.
Yeah.
Like, Nora is my favorite character, but Pyrrha
then
was
there's
kind of
Pyrrha,
a
yeah.
close second there. And what happened, like, it's just kind of hard to follow up with season 3. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's kind of a shocking, like, life goes on
Yeah.
kind of
Well, see,
thing.
like, so the primary issue with season 4 that a lot of fans have is just it's kind of disjointed because the team is so split up.
Yeah,
So,
it's
each
like
episode
cutting
is kind of
around.
it cuts around a lot. And
What's Blake off doing? I don't remember.
so Blake is back. She went home to her.
Oh,
mom
she
and
went to
dad,
her homeland.
And then, and then she's kind of discovering that the White Fang has influence there too, in that like they're
but
putting
slightly
up
differently.
Yeah.
I want to point out that the faunus sanctuary is called a menagerie, which is another name for a zoo.
That's fucked up. Y'all are racist.
They put them in fucking concentration camps.
That's funny as shit.
Of course, Yang's at home with Tai the hoe. Tai is a hoe.
Yang gets a robotic arm towards the end of it. It's slick as fuck.
She just can't bring herself to use it, at least as far as I watched.
Yeah.
Ruby's off. Oh god, the scene with Jean. Oh, by the way, it was confirmed that they have multiple, like, outfits of their armor and stuff. So they were like, well, how did Jean get a hold of Pyrrha's armor? Someone asked that at the panel yesterday. And they were like, I mean, she has a lot more armor. Like, when you can go, like, salvage Beacon, you can pick up scraps and stuff.
And at this point, Beacon is completely overrun by Grimm.
Beacon is a Grimland now. And
Ooh,
as far as I watched in season 4, like...
Eventually, we're going to get to watch them retake Beacon.
Yeah, they're going to retake Beacon, I'm sure.
That's going to be really fucking cool.
So, I don't know if it's finished in season 4, but in season 4, they start introducing that fucking farm boy that can hear Ozpin's voice.
Oscar.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that about?
So,
like, they just have random cuts to this farm boy, and he starts hearing, like, Ozpin's voice telling him things. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? Because Ozpin's missing.
I think Ozpin's semblance is reincarnation.
Yep.
So they don't cover it?
They're not very specific with it, no.
Because it ends
Did I only stop like 2 episodes before season 4
think so.
ends?
I think you were really close to the end.
So
Oh,
pretty
well,
much
shit.
Ozpin and Oscar, because Oscar's slowly gets Ozpin's green eyes.
Yeah.
So
So he's like slowly turning into Ozpin. And at the very end of it, Crow hands Oscar the staff. that Ozpin
Ozpin's
carried.
cane?
yeah,
Oh my god!
because
and, like,
Oscar
fuck.
walks up, he goes,
I'm supposed to ask you for my cane.
and he goes, hey Oz.
And he hands it to him. So, like,
That's so fucked up.
yeah, it's super weird, but, like, at the same time, you're like, oh, shit.
Apparently season 4 was a lot of Ren getting closure on stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, yes.
That was
Ren and Nora.
wrenching. Yeah.
Because Ren and Nora were
So
orphans,
weird.
right?
What a
Yeah.
freaking moment.
You bitched and hit Limes about having his phone on silent. You're just fucking dings.
Yep.
You're a jackass.
Yep.
Anyway, so explain Ren's thing.
So pretty much they're orphans. But Ren wasn't always an orphan. His dad literally fucking looks like Hanzo from Overwatch. Uses a bow and everything. But basically
That's
their
a Hanzo
village.
main.
Nora's been a orphan for as long as we know. But the
That's
village.
part of why her and Ren were so close, because didn't Ren...
Ren was the only person to ever talk to her.
Yeah.
But the village that they were in got attacked by this super, super powerful Grimm.
Mm-hmm.
That was like, it's like the torso, it's a Grimm horse, but on its back is like the torso of this like man demon. That's just like literally the torso and up sticking out.
That's fucking weird.
But this thing haunts Ren's nightmares. And it just...
That was a really cool fight.
Oh,
so
yeah.
they just kind of build up to Ren fighting this thing?
Yeah.
Do they just find it randomly?
No, it pops back up at the village.
Oh, so they go back to
Yeah.
Ren's
Because
village.
basically, so there's a fight against...
I must have been like 2 episodes from the end.
3
God.
or
So
4
there's
also.
this
Well,
villain-
hang on, pause.
Yeah.
They also in season 4 introduced the main baddies, which
So
is
the-
what's her face.
Salem.
Salem.
Also, Cinder's like
who
fucked
is
up
voiced
now.
by Jen Taylor.
The voice of Cortana.
So Cinder can't figure out her powers, and she gets fucked up. She's like mute now.
Yeah, well, a lot of that was
She
the
can't
flash.
do it.
The
She
the
can't,
flash
like-
eyes for the silver
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, that was
Yeah,
Silver Eyes that
that
fucked her up. I thought it was just her not being able to figure out her powers. There we go.
Than that.
So you get these other bad guys. You get a scorpion faunus that reminds me of Junkrat.
His name is Tyrion.
And then you get the main baddie,
Which
Salem.
we haven't seen the other 2 gentlemen's how they work.
Yeah, we just seen them, right?
Yeah. But basically,
It's like they live in Grimland.
yeah, because Salem I think is essentially Daenerys from Game of Thrones. She's the mother of all Grimm.
Yeah.
Because she looks like a human Grimm hybrid itself, like coloration and everything.
Yeah, she's like very pale white
Black eyes,
with
red pupils.
like veins running up her face and stuff.
In this season also, we actually find out Crow's semblance. We originally thought
Crow
that
can
Crow's...
turn into a crow.
No, that's the thing, is we originally thought Crow's semblance was the fact that he could turn into a crow. His semblance is luck.
It's bad luck, specifically.
Because every time you see Crow, something shortly after to somebody around him, something bad happens. Like when he's in the bar, when he goes to slide the glass back over, the barkeep drops it. Or in the fight against Winter, Ironwood so happens to randomly walk up in the middle of the fight and get onto Winter. In the fight against Tyrion, Crow's like, no, don't
So
get
the
involved.
other people have bad luck.
Yes.
Aha, got it.
Yeah.
In the fight against Tyrion, he's like, hey, Ruby, do not get involved.
So that's
Why he said don't
he
get
caused
involved.
Ruby's mom's death.
Yeah, he caused Summer Rose's death, and I think he originally thought that his semblance was the fact that he could turn into a crow.
That's so fucked up.
When Summer Rose died is
That's
when
why
he found
he
out.
always works alone.
Oh, Crow.
When Summer Rose died is when he found out about his semblance, which is why I think that Raven, her semblance is good luck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking cry.
Because it just so happened to be she showed up just as Neo was about to kill Yang, but she intervened.
Oh my god. Crow baby. I love Crow. That's making me really depressed right now. I was literally like one episode from the end then. Because I stopped when Crow went to intervene with the fight with Ruby and
Oh, then you were.
Tyrion.
That's like 3 or 4 episodes, hon.
Oh, Christ. Why
Basically,
didn't I finish
so
this
basically, Crow intervenes in the fight. He gets sliced. Tyrion is a scorpion faunus.
shit? Yeah.
He gets poisoned by Tyrion. Ruby cuts off Tyrion's tail, and that's the first and only, like we talked about
Tyrion
earlier.
fucking fucks off, right?
Yes, Tyrion calls Ruby
He's
a
like, my
bitch.
fucking tail! Oh, that's when he uses the
He calls
one
it a
curse
bitch
one.
word.
He just he gets his tail chopped off.
Miles
He's
says
like,
that he's never going to use
bitch!
the F word, and
Yeah.
they're never going to say fuck in Ruby.
Well, they said they're not going to use certain words, and I think that obviously like racial slurs and things like that.
I think
they're
cunt's
never
off
gonna-
limits too. I don't.
They're
think
probably
they'll
not going
pop
to
up.
use contra fuck.
But like,
damn
bitch, damn, and hell, like that.
shit, maybe.
Depending on the situation.
But they made a strong emphasis at the panel that they're only going to use
If
swear
the
words for
situation or the
strong
scene-
emphasis.
Yes, exactly.
Because literally, this is a huge battle. This is a very intense battle. Like, you think people are going to start dying. And Ruby manages
Especially
to
after
cut off
season
his
3,
tail,
you're
and
like,
he just
no
goes,
one's safe.
"You bitch!"
Well, we thought Crow was gonna die, but
Yeah.
they had to get them to to Mistral. They were trying to get to Mistral.
Old minstrel.
Yeah, old
Menstrual
Minstrel.
cycle.
But basically, they get him there, and that's where they actually meet up with Oscar.
Oh, they meet up with him, Ruby and them?
Yeah,
too?
that's where Oscar
he
boards
kinda
the train
comes in at
because
the very end. So at the end of season 4, everything kind of comes full circle. Everyone's heading towards Mistral. So
Okay.
team
Why is Blake
Team
heading towards
Ranger's
Mistral?
there. Well, Blake's not. So I guess why
Is Yang?
Yang's
Why-
heading there?
So
ba-
she decides to use the arm?
Yeah.
So she
she's
kinda
spray
grows
painted
up
yellow
and-
too.
Oh, that's
it looks
cute.
super good.
I was wondering why
Um,
there was a cosplayer yesterday
Yeah,
with a
like
yellow
they're
arm.
like it felt like everyone's character growth happened too fast in season 4, and I think a lot of that is just because of how split everything
I
was.
feel
They
like
kind of had to
season
rush
4
it.
could have been spread out a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's exactly what I think.
That's just,
And
just was
that's
like,
been the number one complaint with season 4, but like,
I guess it's necessary.
yeah.
We also meet Blake's parents.
Blake's parents.
Blake's parents are funny.
Son followed Blake. I think we forgot to
There's a
mention
little
that.
bit of romance between Blake and Sunblossom.
Yeah,
we
absolutely.
find out that
Um,
Blake is actually next in line to be the chief of
see,
the
like,
menagerie.
so season 4 is like 2.5 hours long.
Yeah.
It honestly could have had double the episodes and felt better.
Absolutely.
It was only, 12, 13 episodes? Like, it was not a lot compared to the other seasons.
But the episodes
The
were
other-
all
the-
long,
yeah,
so that's
exactly.
kind of the trade-off. But yeah,
I feel like it might have been better, like more enjoyable, if it was either less
if they spread it
disjointed
out, yep.
or more spread out, more
Well, like,
time
I
dedicated.
would have been fine if season 4 focused on like
one team at a time.
yeah, if even just like it focused on Team Juniper and Weiss, and then
Yeah.
the next one was Blake and Yang.
Oh yeah, because Weiss is dealing with her family
'Cause,
issues.
yeah, Weiss is dealing with
'Cause
her
her
Weiss's
dad's-
little brother
Weiss
a
is trapped in a
fucking shit.
castle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Weiss is trapped in the castle,
Oh,
basically.
you hate her entire family. The butler's a bro.
Because she stands up for herself.
She
at
tries. At a bar. At a ball.
She never stood up for herself. She always just went with what her family said.
Well, she's always been like,
And then she
all
was
about her
like-
family and everything, and she finally like.
I think someone insulted Beacon and was like,
Yeah.
they deserve to fall or something. And she
Yeah.
was like, excuse.
Well, this
And
is,
her
well,
dad like slapped the shit out of her and was like,
This is actually when we
bitch.
find out that her dad isn't even her biological father. I mean, he's married into the family.
oh, is that true?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that at all.
I may be mistaken, but there's some connection. She's like, "You're not my real dad."
I don't think I remember
I don't
that.
remember that.
I think she says something like, "You're no father of mine." She like disowns him. I don't know. I'd have to finish the season. But oh god, it's so fucked up.
So like Weiss can finally like control her summons a little bit.
Oh, she can start summoning properly.
Yeah.
Because last
So,
I
like,
remember is
see,
her
like-
only being able to summon like the arm of it.
Yeah, and like she I think she gets the full attribute.
And it's like a big knight. If you watch the trailers, like we mentioned earlier, she fights this big ass knight.
So she
thing.
has this scar
That's
on
her
her
summon.
face at the very beginning, and it was given to her by her dad because she dueled his summon.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that's
is
from.
That
It's
is that
from,
what
it's
that
from the
is
trailer.
that revealed?
Yeah. Well, like it happens in the trailer, and then like if you pay attention, that's what this like
Oh,
throughout the
shit.
series. That's what the scar's from.
Shit dicks in
Yeah.
my ass.
So like her dad's an asshole. Like they made that very clear early on.
And then her little brother's a fucking shit.
Yes.
Jacques, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
No, Jacques
Wait,
is her
like-
dad.
But
No,
yeah,
like
see,
it's like wind.
see, like my
Winston
thing
or
with season
something.
4 is a lot happens, but it's so quick that you're like you don't feel the impact of it.
Yeah, it's very
So,
much impact.
A lot
like,
happens, but it didn't.
The
Like,
brother's name is Whitley.
Whitley. Fuck that guy.
Whitley.
Um,
So yeah, I mean, I won't say season 4 is bad. I just feel like the pacing of
the
it was
pacing
not
was
great.
weird. But like the animation and like that happened in it.
Oh
like,
my god, it turning Wind Waker style is incredible.
Yeah, it was a huge boost. The fighting's great.
I feel like they might have picked up their combat a little bit better.
They did.
Like season. I mean, yeah, we were gushing about how great the seasons were, but obviously when Monty passed in season 3, it was a little bit. Like the simple fights were lackluster.
Yeah.
It was like kick, punch, yeah.
Well, like pretty much every fight in the Vinyl Festival is really good though.
The Vital Festival's really good. I
Oh,
feel like
sorry.
they might have just saved all their own for the
So-
Vital
Yeah.
Festival.
I was mistaken. He did marry to the Schnee family. He took the Schnee last name, but he was not originally a Schnee. Schnee is the
Okay.
is the mother side name.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's a matriarchy.
yes, but he married into it for power.
Okay.
So Winter's next in line, basically.
Winter kind of fucked off and did her own thing.
What happened
Because
to Winter?
she's working for Atlas now.
She joined the military, and like her dad didn't want her to do that.
Oh, she just said, "Fuck
Yeah,
you,
and
old
like
man."
and that was kind of a huge deal
So-
with Weiss. Is,
So
like,
Weiss is now.
Weiss kind of followed Winter's
she's
footsteps.
trapped.
Yeah.
And so Weiss has to be the heiress.
So like, why?
Because she's the only other daughter.
Whitley's getting it.
Willie is
But it's a
little shit.
matriarchy.
But if Weiss and Winter are both
Only
gone,
in name, really.
Yeah, interesting.
also
So if he gets married, she gets the power.
their father Jacques is based on Jack Frost, according to the official wiki.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Jacques.
But
Cousteau.
yeah, because Weiss she ran.
Yep.
So she's
Oh, Weiss ran away?
she's
Well, with the help of the
basically
butler.
Yeah, the butler.
The
helped
butler is
bring
fantastic.
Buster out.
He has multiple personalities,
Yeah.
and his eye color changes
That's
with each
interesting.
personality.
It's really cool. There's a lot of awesome concepts in season 4, but just like the pacing kind of threw off a
The
lot
pacing
of
is
people.
Yeah.
off.
And a lot of people were like, if season 5 sucks, we're done with it. And I'm like, that's really unfair because like season
This
4
is such a great
Oh, I know,
conceptual
like,
show. You
yeah,
should
season
not give
4
up
is
on it so
great.
easily.
Like for people to be like, oh yeah, I might give up. Like it makes
Like,
no
no,
sense
no,
because
no.
like
Season 4 fucked us up, especially with Jean training.
yeah, listening to Pyrrha's advice every night.
Yeah,
like,
he had, because one of the big things in like season 2 and 3 is
well,
that,
it kind of starts in 1.
because
When-
Jean's not a great fighter. Jean doesn't
he
know his
forged his
semblance.
records to get into Beacon and everything. Like,
Yeah, he
he's-
doesn't really have aura
He's
control
a
or
useless
anything.
twat.
Pyrrha immediately latches onto him, and she wants to help him.
Literally
And
takes
so-
her under his wing.
she develops this crush on him because he's just so like innocent, like he's pure, and he's the opposite of her basically. Like she's got
every
all
way.
of the expectations, she's got all of the responsibility,
So
and he doesn't.
she actually uses her semblance to activate his, which we still have not seen what his semblance does.
Yeah, well, she activated his aura.
His aura,
yeah, not his
semblance,
semblance.
sorry.
His semblance hasn't even been touched, but
I'm waiting to
he's
see what
hardworking,
triggers
which is
that.
his thing. She loved him so much because he was a hard worker, and she recorded training videos for him to follow. And when in season 4, at one point, Ruby like hears Pyrrha's voice and is like, "What the fuck?" And she follows out Jean and realizes that Jean is watching Pyrrha's training videos
That is the only
and
episode.
training by himself every night. I'm like fucking crying right
Yeah.
now
Oh man.
That is the only episode that made me cry.
Yeah.
because she's like, "You can do it, you can do it." Oh, I'm fucking literally crying right now. Fucking Pyrrha. Fuck you, Miles. Fuck you, Carrie.
But like
Anyway, let me
it-
stop being a bitch for a
well,
minute. Y'all talk.
the thing that hurts the most, and this was confirmed at the RWBY panel, this RTX, the reason why Ruby keeps having the same nightmare over and over again of Pyrrha
It's
dying.
essentially PTSD.
It's also the fact that every night she hears Pyrrha's voice in her dreams, and it's because John.
He's listening
It's-
to her on the
he's-
phone. Yeah, it's kind of triggering that memory of watching her die.
Yeah. God. This show is so complex.
It-
and like,
oh,
fucking round of applause.
it's just
to...
it's incredible. It really is, and like that's the big thing that draws me in. It's just like how you can tell just how much work has gone into this
They
show.
have so much in the development of this show. It's just amazing.
And like we still have so long
Oh
to go.
god, yeah.
There's so much
They
more.
said they had manuscripts up to season 14. I cannot imagine.
Yeah.
I cannot even vaguely imagine. What the
So
fuck?
yeah, where everything's going, like it's in it, like you can't.
I don't even know
predict
where
it,
things are
'cause,
going
like-
at this point.
Like at like season 1 and 2, you're like, oh yeah, I know where this is going, and then season 3 happens, you're like, what the fuck? Everything out the window.
Because
Like,
in season 4, the villains are just kind of like stalling.
you find out, you find out this insane villain council. You see how quickly they're moving in and
I mean, like,
capitalizing on
you-
everything.
you
They're
get
making
to
deals with people.
Learn all the villains, but like you
Yeah.
don't know what their goal is
Yeah,
at
or
all.
like how many connections they have.
Yeah, you're like,
'Cause, like,
holy shit, these
they-
people are in
They had
deep.
to have connection
Calculated,
and
hashtag
beacon for them
calculated.
to know. So like they had connections somewhere.
My fucking face when it's Glinda.
So there's a bunch of stuff that comes out of Ruby, mainly from the community side, and one of Lime's and I's favorite things, and it's a little bit off topic. It's the Dumb Ruby comics.
Oh man,
It's-
Dumb Ruby's great.
It's a little comic that after each episode, this artist would post pretty much like the highlights of the episode, but just like supremely dumbed down.
Yeah, I mean the fandom to Ruby is incredible.
oh yes,
A big artist for the Ruby Chibi. His name is like Mojo Jojo. It's like
Yeah.
Mojo Jojo 83, I think. He's on like as his Twitter handle.
Yeah.
He's a lead artist on Ruby Chibi because like he was pumping out all this fan art and stuff, and Ruby
And-
was like,
Oh,
hey,
by the way, Ruby Chibi is the spin-off series, which is literally just funny little shorts. And then, like, in case you don't know what a chibi is, it's like little cartoony forms.
the best thing-
Caricatures.
The way I got Lime to watch Chibi was I showed him one episode that was like in the middle of the first season, and they're just like they're sitting there talking. It's the main crew, and it's after Pyrrha died, and Pyrrha walks up, and everyone's like, "Wait, what?" And Nora goes, "Yes, Pyrrha is here, and nothing bad happened at all."
yeah, it's great.
Oh
Like
my god.
you know, I'm not a huge fan of the chibi art style, but like the jokes in it and everything
The
are just
jokes are-
top notch. Like it's
So
pure
good.
comedy. Like there's nothing
it's
of like
100%
real substance
slapstick
in-
humor,
Yeah.
and it's I love
You know,
it.
none of it's anything to do with the canon or anything,
Yeah.
but it's just
I
something.
mean,
to, like,
they joke at their own show,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
it's to keep yourself from being so depressed about season 3
and 4.
and 4. 4 was slightly less depressing, but still depressing.
But
The Jean and Pyrrha stuff just broke my
stop
fucking
Yeah.
talking
heart.
about you're gonna cry again.
I'm gonna cry.
You
I've been
just stop.
so emotional.
It's okay.
I guess we can wrap this up. We have rambled on for 2.5 hours,
This will be cut down.
which
Yeah.
I will cut down, obviously.
I don't know.
cut down
Let's Raw and uncut, Patreon exclusive.
Join our Patreon and you will find the lost episode of December.
Oh man.
Fuck me. No. That shit's never
No,
coming out.
the only way that's gonna come out is if Miles and Carrie watch this video and tweet it out.
Oh, God, don't even do that. They don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
God.
This was pretty disjointed. In all
Oh, God.
honesty,
Well, that's
but-
how it is. We're fucking.
Yeah.
We were drunk when we were talking.
But it got so serious that we sobered up.
Like, the sad made us sober. So I guess we can just kind of wrap this up. Once again, this was covering RWBY.
Yeah.
I am Sons.
I'm Pally.
And I'm Lime, I guess. And it was an honor to be on your highest rated show that you're gonna have.
Oh, thank you.
oh, thanks, man.
I'm glad you have such high hopes for
Yeah,
us, dear.
this one's gonna be a great one.
Man,
you
if Miles, Carrie, or Gray watch this, I'm gonna shit myself.
Well,
know.
we'll
Jokes
see.
and I already did shit myself.
Oh. And on that note,
All right.
guys, it was good talking to you again. I'm glad to be back.
Thank you. I just want to shout out and say thank you to Rooster Teeth for creating this masterpiece.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
honestly, that's the only words I have for it. Is
I wouldn't be here without it, so
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. You've never heard my beautiful
you're
voice
here at
and-
RTX for RWBY.
yeah, that's 100% the reason why I came. Like,
That was our reasoning last year.
yeah, which is incredible. Like, I don't watch anime, but like,
Yeah, I'm here for
fucking-
Ryan Haywood. Hey man, hit me up.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys.
On Twitter.